Good morning, good people, or good afternoon, whatever the case may be. Sunny be lovely. Hey, good morning, good morning. Gospel Glam, good morning. We got these dimes on here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Trevin, good morning, good morning. Basic Mom, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Skin tight, good morning. I can barely see the screen in front of me, so if y'all see me looking over to the side, I'm having to watch the chat on my phone. Kelsey K, good morning. Hope you guys are having a beautiful Saturday so far. Good morning to you. April, good morning. Ajoy, good morning. These beautiful dimes. Jeffrey, hey, good morning. Tania, good morning. Good morning. Tanya, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Vet, sincerely me breathe these dimes. Good morning, good morning to you. Ira, good morning. Good morning to you. Latoya, Debbie, good morning, good morning. DC Native, good morning. Trial and error. More dimes up in this piece. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Career for life. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Beauty is me. Good morning. Good morning. Vonda, good morning. Good morning. This is the first time in a while that I actually scheduled a live. I said I won't give it too much notice, but I give it enough notice so that people will know the live is on. So, good morning to everyone in the chat. Good morning. Thank you for joining. If you haven't, and if you don't mind, please hit that like button. Hit that like button. We're going to have some good conversations this morning, and I promise not to hold you long. In the words of the pastor, I promise not to hold you long. Thank you, Miss Travis. Thank you, woman of God. Good morning, good morning. So we can go ahead and get this thing started. Um, I always got something that just take my attention away from stuff, or just I always one little spot. Um, so I went on my walk this morning, and while I was doing my walk, you know, a video from Hey T Lazy, how you doing? A video from T Stevens, one of his videos popped up. Thank you, Kelsey. One of his videos popped up, and I said, you know what? Let me listen. Let me listen. Good morning, Mia. Good morning, Dimes. Dimes. His video popped up, and I was like, you know what? Let me listen. It was a response, fun and all that stuff. So I said, well, let me see what this particular one is about. So we're going to start with this. And I have no idea why I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Um, I have full service on my internet, so I have no idea why it is buffering. This is the reason why I don't post the lives in advance, to avoid these types of problems. I'm watching it on the screen to see if it's still buffering. Lisa, hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so it's out, and I all right, so we're going to try this again. We're going to see how this works. It's too early to be messing with people channels. It's too early in the day to be messing with folks channels. Good God Almighty. Daddy Lolo, hey, how you doing? Nicole, hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Tawana, hey, how you doing? So we're going to try this again. We'll see what happens. Lulu, thank you, thank you, thank you. So this is what we are looking at this morning. So I saw T. Stevens' video this morning, him addressing some stuff, and I'm going to say this, and I don't know if he's watching. I don't know if he even watches the channel, but I want to make sure that I say this. I want to thank T. Stevens for standing up and doing things the way that they are supposed to be done. The response that I saw, that I watched this morning, where there was nothing negative about it. He explained why he wasn't getting involved in certain things and explained exactly what his place was and all of this. And it was a calling, even though, well, it was a calling for people to, again, put your differences aside and do whatever it is that you need to do. And there's that buffering again, not getting involved with the personal battles when they don't concern you. And even if your name is called out in something, you remain focused on whatever you claim you are doing. So I want to give a big shout out to him. He addressed whatever needed to be addressed on his end without offending anyone. I'm pretty sure somebody may say that they got offended, whatever. He did it without offending anyone. He didn't come after anyone. He didn't call anyone out their names. He just put the information out there the way that it needed to be put out there, explain his stance on everything and why he will continue to move the way he's moving and not get involved in any type of mess, and how he's able to put things in perspective. And that's the way that things should be. It shouldn't be because this person or these two people are beefing, and I'm friends here, I can't deal with you because this person doesn't deal with you. Or I'm going to go and talk about you because this person doesn't deal with you. I can't do anything but respect what was done on that video this morning. It had me smiling while I was walking this morning. And I'm going to be honest, I was really smiling. I was like, boy, you better work. You better work now. And he put different clips up there showing, how he said different things at different times. And for me, this is exactly what I was looking for. I don't know about y'all, but for me, that was like a breath of fresh freaking air for somebody to be able to come out, express themselves, verbalize what they need to say without getting into all of the extra buffale. Really, And the thing is, he sounded like a coach on here because he addressed like everybody's strong points. Anybody that was mentioned in there, he addressed their strong points, not overlooking some of the flaws that they may have, but he was able to address their strong points and explain how everybody plays a role in this thing. And the personal stuff is miscellaneous. It's miscellaneous bull. So shout out to UT Stevens. We were talking about people stepping up. This was a straight up boss move on his part. What he did on there, that was a straight boss darn move. And I applaud him for it because it's so easy to get pulled into people's stuff. And you know, people will get upset with you because you don't, you know, join in whatever they have going on. And I love y'all have to work past the buffering. They're gonna keep messing with it. It is what it is. But I'm loving the fact that you just got somebody said bump it. You know what? Y'all got y'all beef, like whatever that's y'all beef. I'm not getting in it. I got work to do. Look, we can all be cool, whatever. But y'all gonna get this work. Y'all gonna get this work. And like I said, guys, I can't stop the buffering. It is what it is. So what I do as it starts buffering, I will stop talking during the buffering part, wait for it to pop back up like it's supposed to, and continue with the message. So I just wanted to shout him out this morning. I mean, a true hard out shout out. Like, yo, that. You did that. That's all I'm saying. You did that. And that's the kind of stuff that we are looking for. That's the type of stuff that is needed right now. Right now, this is what is necessary at such a time as this. So, yes, thank you. For those of you who have not seen the video, go check it out. Go check out the video and see what he had to say about the whole situation and how he does not get involved in all of this stuff. And he has remained and continues to remain focused on whatever his goal is, despite all the back and forth that may be going on with other people. He's not getting involved in it. And still remain respectful again to everyone that was a part of that conversation. Everyone that he was addressing, he was respectful in everything that was said. And I heard him taking up for a certain someone in that video. And I'm like, yeah, somebody putting in the word for the females. Hallelujah. Yes. So that just put a whole smile on my face. So shout out to T Mother Flipping Stevens for putting that video out. You are the bomb.com to me. That's all I'm saying. That's it. I would show it, but I try not to show other people's videos unless it's like a news commentary or something like that. So go check him out. Go check that video out so that you can see exactly what he said. And yeah. This is what we were looking for. This is what we have been asking for. This is what people want. This is what people need right now. This is what they need. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Strengthen numbers, maturity, real men are Black women. Thank you, Dawn. Appreciate that. But this is what's necessary right now. And it's so, man, listen. Shout out to you. Hey, Spitting Fire. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. That was, ugh, that was the bomb, boy. That was the bomb. That thing made me feel something in my spirit. I felt something in my spirit whenever I watched that video this morning. So yeah, y'all go check it out. Go check that out. Bomb.com. Now y'all saw the title of this, so I wanted to touch on the stuff with T. Stevens and his response and how he handled that, and I also wanted to touch on the stuff with the other guys. And I'm keeping this to, it's not a side thing, but people that I have dealt with or had conversations with at some point, people that I see out here putting work in, out on these streets, people that are out here stepping, people that are putting their boots on the ground, all the way around. So we have these guys that were once known or considered themselves to be the three amigos. And let me say this really quick while I have this conversation. Let me say this really quick. If you have taken sides in all of this and you're feeling some type of way towards any of these guys, I'm going to try not to say their names, but if you're feeling any type of way towards any of these guys, don't put any negative comments in my chat. Moderators, I'm asking, if you see, when we start this conversation, if you see somebody disrespecting one of these people that I am talking about right now in my chat, I want those comments deleted ASAP. That's not what this is about. I want those comments deleted ASAP, period. And I just need to get that out the way, because that's not what this is about. So, hey, Joseph, how you doing? Stand up, be counted. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Y'all, I can't see everybody. I'm telling y'all, I can't see my screen. But I just want y'all, we gonna keep this stuff positive over here. So if somebody comes with some mess and trying to disrespect one of them, going on, we still are our brother's keepers. So we're not doing that buffet up in here. Not doing it. So the first thing I want to do is start out by saying I love my guys, and I call them my guys because I consider all these guys to be my brothers, regardless of how they may feel, regardless of people, regardless of what the situation is. I consider these guys to be my brothers, and as a sister to these guys and to all men, not just these guys, but to all men in general, I feel like a sister should be able to say what she needs to say, and that it's all in love. And would like to join in on this live, if you actually want to come into the live, I'm not opening up the phone lines, but I'm allowing people to come in to this live because we're trying to keep stuff positive and we want stuff to go steady, go in the direction that it's going in. So if any of these people happen to be on here and they want to join in, there's the StreamYard link. Even if you're not one of the people that we are referring to in here, once again, you have the StreamYard link on there and you are more than welcome. You are more than welcome to join in this conversation. But we're going to keep it positive. So I'll let you know in advance. If it starts going left, I will mute your microphone real quick and I will make sure that you exit stage left. I'm just saying. So there is the StreamYard link on there for anyone who would like to join in. Again, if any of the guys that were formerly known as the Three Amigos are on here and would like to join, then you are more than welcome to. Spit and Fire, you are more than welcome to as well. Anybody? Don K, you're not blocked. What page are you talking about? My main page is blocked. Yeah, you're not blocked. I don't know what to you're not blocked. Let's see. Yeah. How you doing, Miss Ruth? So the black screen page. You have to put the name in here so I know what the name is. So this is where I am right now. Um Aries, hey, how you doing? How you doing? I saw someone's live last night, and I guess I want to start. Y'all have to give me put the actual name of the page in here because I don't know. I wouldn't know what to look for. Okay, okay, we got someone joining in. We got Miss Lisa up here.
Oh no, no, no! I don't do
You didn't want to do that.
that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
You on here now? You on here? We keeping you. Um. So what I was? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Ran from the hurricane. That's all.
Welcome, welcome. And they're saying I'm buffering bad. Y'all, there's nothing I can do about the buffering. They're like trying to get the video. That's all I can tell you. So we got to kind of work through the buffering. Um, what I wanted to say to the guys, and you are more than welcome to chime in since you are joining me on here. Um, I feel like if we continued on with what T. Stevens put out there today, being able to put people's differences to the side, leave the personal stuff out of it. I want to say to these three guys, I need
Mhm.
all right, we're gonna try this again. There's certain things have been put into place to um create tension, to create drama. Things have been put into place for that. And everybody in this whole thing is everybody is intelligent. And we don't have any slow people that are in this fight. So I'm going to address these guys, and I want to say this: recognize stuff for what it is. Putting the stuff out there, you got stuff out there about, and I'm gonna say it, you got stuff out there about Dubosky, you got stuff out there about Trent, nothing out there about Tyson, but it seems that he is in the middle of all the stuff, and it's almost to the point where I feel like people feel like they gotta pick sides. Okay, this is my thing. Neither one of them, nobody should be participating in anything where the shots are being put on somebody when it comes to specific allegations, if y'all understand what I'm saying. So those allegations, even though people are mad or they're in their feelings, this right here, this is not, we can't do this. We can't continue to keep doing this. It's not a good reflection. And I know that people feel like they got to go and they got to put stuff out there, and I got to defend my name. I got to defend this stuff. Like, we got to, everybody said whatever they had to say. Okay, we got to push that mess to the side and keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. One of the things that I wanted to say that I saw being addressed on the live last night, I can't remember. I don't know the young lady's name that was supposedly involved in the stuff with Trent, opinionated. This is the thing that I was saying with that, because none of us have the whole story about what happened. And I heard Dubosky explaining to someone last night about this, he felt about it. And I want him to understand from a female perspective that nobody was taking shots at the young lady. Nobody was taking shots at anybody involved. As a young lady, as a woman, I'm going to say for me, I'm going to speak for me. Um, because men are being put in stuff so quickly, because it's so easy for a guy to get caught up in something, just like people are saying, oh, they were trying to set us up with this, or oh, they were trying to set us up with that. It's our job. It's my job as a woman. Whenever I see something going on with another female, it's our jobs to check each other. It's not that you're being mean or trying to come after anybody, but it's our jobs to check each other. And so when I say if there was an issue and she felt like, if she felt uncomfortable or whatever, she should have spoke to this guy directly. This is protecting our men. That's what the purpose of that is for. Us holding our other women accountable. It's not a shot at her. It's not a shot at her. And it's okay to go and let these other people know what's going on. But if you feel a certain way about something and it's like really bothering you, this isn't about not wanting to hurt somebody's feelings or not wanting to get involved or say something because it might mess up the other events that was going on. This is about us as women being clear and concise about what we want. And that's what I'm saying with this particular situation. I'm sure there were some other things going on, but as far if you like undeniably you don't want somebody there and you feel like they kind of push their way in or whatever, you have to let them know directly, specifically. It's not about being built a certain way. You have to let them know, because it's these types of things that end up having men getting caught up in stuff. And that's the important thing. If we don't voice our opinions and then something does happen because we didn't speak up, then you have a person saying, well, oh, I understood it to be this. And that's what's happening right now. You got somebody saying, I understood it to be this. But now you got somebody coming back saying, oh, well, when I wrote that, that's not what I meant. But if you're not being direct, if you're not saying specifically, look, I meant you could come here and do this. I didn't mean for you to stay. Like, you got to go. You have to put that stuff on the table. And that's the thing. Latoya, I understand that. This is not a bashing thing for her. This is just me speaking to women right now, because we got to understand that we can put people in situations. That's what I'm saying. We got Cecilia Bree coming in. Hey, Cecilia Bree.
Hi, Dr. Rogers. Hi, chat. Hi, everybody. I'm doing okay. I wanted to speak on that exactly. Sorry if you hear my baby. I'm monitoring him.
Right.
So I actually talked to Trent and Samaya that night.
Mm-hmm.
And I purposely stayed out of the way of this because I don't know how to really feel about the entire situation. But in talking to both of them, I can't speak because I don't know her, just like he don't really personally know her or she don't personally know him. I wish I could have caught signals that you might have been uncomfortable. I didn't get those vibes exactly. Some of the comments that were made or whatever right there while you were there, you kind of laughed it off. And I understand being uncomfortable in situations. I've been uncomfortable in situations with men and I didn't speak up. So I can't fault her for that either. But I feel like also, and when all this unfolded, I want to protect you in a sense, but I also want to humanize the situation and understand why he might have felt comfortable. He might be more comfortable with himself than you are with yourself. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he might have felt more comfortable in the words that he was using based off of you guys' conversation leading up to the fact that, you know what I'm saying? But in my experience in talking to you guys for a while on the phone, I didn't get those vibes that you were in danger. And from me talking to him a lot, I don't get the vibes that he would put you in a situation to be in danger. But also, I get if it's the perfect stranger, regardless of what we say, let's make it clear in person too. I'm not sharing my room with the perfect stranger, period.
Right.
That's
Right.
me personally, and that's no shade to nobody. I'm just not doing it. I'm not going to expect a perfect stranger to share their room with me as well. It's just not how I was raised.
Right.
I just want to say that, but I mean, I talked to them. I didn't hear those type of vibes, and I didn't hear them. I didn't see her face either, so I don't know if she felt distraught in the situation and just shocked, like she said. That may have been the case.
And if you know what, if that's the case too, and I appreciate you saying that, then let somebody know. You know what I'm saying?
I wish she would have said something when it was
Yeah.
certain comments being made. I said, ain't gonna be none of that or whatever. And I'm not even going into detail, but um it was like laughs and giggles, like we cool. Like I mean, and I might have read her wrong because I don't know her. Or I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the situation that may have happened, their conversations leading up to, but as grown adults, I expect you to conduct yourself as a grown adult. And
Right.
as a grown adult that paid for a room, ain't nobody gonna run my room. Period.
True
You gonna
story.
have to, hey, we cool, we talk, we text, but you gonna have to go on down and get your room right down the hallway, or you better hit up the Holiday Inn.
Right. Right. And I think too that was just my thing. And the climate that we're in right now, with so many allegations and stuff being made and stuff being misconstrued, you got all these different interpretations of situations that happen. Just again, just be upfront. There's nothing. Listen, if that little thing could stop a rally or whatever the
It
events are
definitely
supposed
wouldn't
to
have,
be,
because the thing about it, the rally was going on regardless when before he said he was even coming or not. That was neither here nor there. Because he just had decided that he was coming like
right, right,
hours before, so that wouldn't have mattered. I wish, and from now on, that's something I'm going to change about myself. I'm going to ask. If I ever get put in a position again, I'm going to ask straight up, because we're in a climate where you can't be too careful. It's no such thing. I should ask the girl, "Are you comfortable?" Or I mean, I'll talk to her though, like for a brief second or whatever. I'm like, "Oh my goodness, you're so beautiful." Yada yada yada. We're talking about, because I realized who it was from the pictures, you
mhm,
know. So I didn't catch those vibes, and I just wish she would have made a statement back in response when I said ain't gonna be none of that. Then I would have known, okay, you need to stop saying such and such.
right, right. And that's the thing too that I would want or to remember. Like, it's no fun for anyone to have any type of allegations or whatever put on their head,
Exactly.
whether somebody's saying it to be funny or whatever, or that's just not something that needs to be put out there, period. It doesn't need to be put out there. But just as a woman dealing with another woman, and I know people may not understand that, it's not a judgment thing. It's just us, because we, even with the cases that are going on, people will say, well, if they didn't like it, why they didn't say something?
We
Okay,
feel
well, this is
like
the same situation.
right.
This is the same situation. So, in order for us to protect ourselves, because if you feel uncomfortable, you need to nip that in the bud from the beginning. And so, to protect yourself as well as the other party,
But can I
because
say
you don't
this
want
too,
any
Dr.
drama.
Rogers?
Go
When
ahead.
it comes to that whole situation, what I can say, I didn't agree with how all of this continued to unravel. I don't agree with when you have one situation, instead of solving that situation head on, to open up another case to cover up this situation and to not have a solution to either, because it was wrong on all parties. I feel like we are in a situation right now. People are looking for errors,
Right.
especially in the men. So, for us to basically take the whole team of men down, the small team of men we do have, just because we're trying to, um, I don't want to sound biased in this situation, because I'm not. I just want to be real. Um, we taking down the whole team because, well, you did this and this should matter too. Let's put this out here and stop focusing on what I did here because this ain't that big of a deal. We can't pick and choose what's a big deal. How
Right.
about we solve it all? Because at the end of the day, we all been on here talking like family. We don't know each other, no, but we've been all on here talking like family. This could have been nipped in the bud and we could have moved forward. It didn't have to be this whole underlying thing and to snowball. That's what happened. I don't feel like it had to even be that big of a
Hold on. Deboski, don't do that. Don't do that, because you know I was standing up for you too when stuff was said for you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, me? I'm a joke. That's cool too. I'm just gonna still speak because I feel like I said, I don't feel like that one situation had to explode onto even your plate, but it's cool. And I think that's the issue now. We have so many women that protect the men, and the men don't give the women a chance to hear them out and hear everything that they're saying before they jump to conclusions.
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure I just took up for you indirectly, not meaning to. It's just it was right is right and wrong is wrong.
And that's the thing right there on all levels. Like, people are worried about this person getting mad and that person getting mad. And Tanya, you're right. It should have never been brought here in the first place. But I can say as a woman, and again, I'm not knocking a young lady because I don't know her. I can't even tell you what her name is, but I know how we operate. I know how we operate. And if we got a problem with something or someone, then we go ahead and say it. Once we involve other people, then it turns it into something else. Now, I can see when you involve other people, like, okay, like I can't get this dude to leave. I might need y'all to help me with this. That I get.
But I feel like she waited too long in the matter, and I don't feel like other men should have been drugged into that. It's too easy to hey, I'm finna go get some ice. I'm trying to figure this out really quick. What you think I should do? It's too many people that were there if you felt uncomfortable to speak up. And then it's the text
Right.
message. We have to understand that text message, you can sleep in my room. I feel like you might have been joking or whatever, pillow talk at the moment. When you get in person, you need to be clear as a grown woman. And
Right.
I'm not knocking her because I understand being uncomfortable, you guys. I understand being uncomfortable and just in the moment you just like, but at the same time, ain't nobody gonna kill the vibe for me when I'm paying for the vibe. Not nobody. So that's all I feel in that
Right.
situation. I don't know what actually transpired behind the scenes. I just know when I was on the phone, from what I heard, it wasn't that type of vibe. It wasn't it I didn't get the vibe that somebody was super uncomfortable or whatever the case may be. I'm just saying that part.
Okay. Well, that's good to know since you
I don't know
actually
what that
spoke
was
to
about.
them. I think it's. I'm gonna put you in flames with him. Deboski, I'm sorry, sweetie. Do whatever you need to do. Do whatever you need to do. I'm not gonna get
Wait, what
involved in that.
happened?
But it shouldn't be that just because someone doesn't agree with you, then all of a sudden they got to be flamed or whatever. So do whatever you feel you need to do.
Well, I didn't say I didn't
Um,
feel anybody. I said wrong is wrong and right is right. I said I don't feel like the one situation that first transpired had to be covered by bringing out another situation, which is what I'm speaking of is the situation with K baby. I don't feel like that needed to come out to overshadow what else happened. So again, I don't really care how anybody feels about what I'm speaking about. I'm just speaking about what I encountered. It's not to help anybody or hinder anybody. I'm just holding everybody accountable in this situation as grown
press
adults.
pause. For a second. Hold on, sincerely, me Bree. Um, because I'm not gonna get into a back and forth with Deboski, but I want to make this clear. If you watched my live the other day, I did vouch for you as far as it came to anything that happened with K Baby. So please don't say that. Please don't say that. But at the end of the day, you was I
You
can't
should
even
have
read
been here
that.
from the beginning. I was not there. I was on the phone. I heard a conversation on the phone just because he called to check
But
on me.
Bree, hold on. No, we're not gonna do the back and forth anything. If
Okay.
Dubowski wants to join, then he can join. But we're not going to do the back and forth because this conversation is meant to be positive. Y'all
Well,
should
no,
have
it wasn't
at
about
least
whether or not
called
we
me
should
before
call
going live.
anybody. It
Not
was,
everybody up in their feelings about stuff.
yeah, she
Nobody.
opened a lot to everybody.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Everybody's sitting up here. Everybody wants to have their thing about stuff, and nobody's calling anybody else when they're going live. I'm sitting up here doing my thing as a coach. So if you don't like what I'm doing, y'all just gonna have to get over that particular situation, because there's nothing malicious about this conversation that's going on over here. Y'all are turning it into something else.
It
That's
doesn't have to be that at all. I just feel like you should be here from the beginning of the live to understand what we're even talking about, because I think you came in a bit late, so you are sadly mistaken on what the conversation was.
I want to say I'm joining in to say this because this is what I'm saying. Um, I don't like to feel like we have to be strong armed in this whole situation. Um, I that's why I was meaning to talk about yesterday about accountability. Like I need everybody to be accountable for whatever part they play into whatever. It's okay to address something
right.
if you were offended by something or someone came at you a certain way. I'm not against addressing it, but don't drag it on.
Right.
I just seen this. What made me join?
Right,
I just
right.
I just seen Trent come in here and say y'all should have called him before you went live. Everybody is grown. Nobody has to check in with anybody to speak on anything because we are grown and we are witnessing this foolishness that's going on throughout YouTube. Nobody has to check with anybody about situations that's been put out. Everybody's putting fuel to the fire with this drama and think that you deserve a phone call before somebody speak on it. If you want it done in private, don't put it on YouTube. Then you won't have to somebody asking for a phone call. Now here is my thing when all of this drama. It came behind unity. People got
Exactly.
because they didn't want everybody to come together. To my understanding, somebody said that they were stabbed in the back by Dubowski and DJ Tyson. To my understanding, that's the only reason why they put out whatever they knew that happened at this rally, because they're like, wow, how did you say I stabbed you in the back, but we never put this out to the public what this girl said happened? Now, did they have to put that out there? No, but they chose to because they felt like, wow, this brother said I stabbed him in the back, but I didn't go against him. We never said anything about nothing. We let it ride. We kept moving. Now we stabbing you in the back because we want peace in the streets. Okay, address that, move forward. All of this recorded phone calls, bringing these women into a drama and stuff, it is getting out of hand. And at what point do somebody say enough is enough? It's crazy.
Hold on for a second. Press pause for a second. Press pause. Hold on, Colin there. Hold on. The hold on. Let me mute this mic for a minute. Because what you're not gonna do is threaten me. What you're not gonna do is threaten me. You should know that. You should know that. And we are adults on this channel. Now, because I don't agree with you or you don't like the way I'm saying something, now you got to go after me full throttle. You do whatever you feel you need to do. Do whatever you feel you need to do. But that's still not going to stop me from saying whatever I have to say. I feel like what y'all were doing in this was childish. And the fact that you even coming on my page coming after me whenever I try to vouch for you, that's even more childish because somebody's not saying something that you want them to say. So I'm asking again, what is this fight about? Now, I gave people a chance to come on here and say whatever they had to say. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth in my chat. I'm too grown for that. But be careful with the threats that you put out there, point blank, period, because I don't play with threats. That's just where I'm at. I don't play with threats. I don't.
She said that's not the bus.
Now, I'm not one of those people that's
Dr. Rogers.
That's a fake page.
Yeah, okay. because it didn't make sense. Okay, because I'm like, come on now. If it's you and you feel that way, come on.
Like me and Deboski hadn't had any problems.
And I it wouldn't make sense because we're sitting here like diffusing the situation, not trying to add fuel to the fire.
I don't know. So if this, let me put trial and error back on here. I'm sorry. But we don't have any problems like that. I can't even undo her mic, Lord. Wait a minute.
I don't have problems with
trial
anybody.
and error. Can you say something?
I feel like it's so unnecessary because at the end of the day, I'm a supporter of this chaos situation, and I'm a supporter of fighting against injustices. I don't personally care about what anybody had to say. When it comes to a personal level, nobody pays my bills over here, and nobody can tell me what to do at the end of the day. So I don't know who that is on under these pages or whatever the case. I would hope it was a fake page. I'm not about taking sides with strangers.
I'm hoping so too. I'm hoping so too because I take up for these guys, all of them. Like if I need to call one out on something, I call one. If I got to call somebody, like I do it all around the board. I do it all around the board. And the only thing that I'm saying with this particular situation, right, if y'all said what y'all had to say, leave it alone. Because at the end of the day, whether this Kelly case is involved in this or not, it's not a good look for people to be going out and making innuendos and having people speculate about. Thank you, Tyson. That he said that's not Deboski. Thank you. So let me apologize to Deboski because I was about to, man, listen. I'm like, hold on now. I'm trying to make sure we talking about keeping stuff together. Y'all know that anything that people can use against you, they're going to use it. Anything that they can use, they're going to use it. So my thing is, and this isn't coming after the guys. This is us talking to the women. And I know as guys, y'all might not get this part. So this is coming from women to other women. We have to be clear. If you don't want something, if something makes you feel uncomfortable, like whatever the case may be, you got to speak up and say something. Because otherwise, you can get somebody in some mess or somebody can find themselves in a situation and they may not even be aware that you feel that way. That's the point. It's no shots towards her. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know her. I've never heard anything that she had to say. I'm just looking at this from a woman's standpoint. The guys are saying that women are doing certain things and they are trapping them, just like they felt like certain people. Deboski asleep. Thank you, Trevin. Just like we know that certain
in the beginning, y'all got too much time on y'all hands with these fake pages.
And that's probably why the person didn't come on. That's probably why the person didn't come on StreamYard. Because I figured if I told Deboski to come on, he would come on. This thing is still muted. Hold up 1 second. Can't unmute your guest. Okay.
I'm not talking about him, and I'm not talking about anybody in a negative way. I'm just making light of the situation and trying to shed light on each one so y'all understand why y'all confusion went on. Like it's so unnecessary. It snowballed for no reason. And people think they're
so the thing is, now that we know that was somebody else trying to get stuff started, and that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's what happened with these guys.
Well,
that's exactly what happened with these guys. And even if there was no malice intended, if you go and you talk to other people about stuff and you haven't directly addressed the person that you have the issue with, then that can be conceived or perceived as being a little messy.
Right.
And that's the only thing that I'm saying. It's not just about protecting us. We got to protect the guys as well. You know what I'm saying? We got to protect each other. So if a situation happened and it's not going the way that you thought it was going to go or whatever, instead of going and involving other people in it and letting it blow out of control, then you talk to the person that you have the issue with or that's making you feel uncomfortable. Talk to that person off of social media. Talk to that person. And I like I said, I've never spoken to her, but I don't even think it was that deep for her, but I could be wrong. I don't even think it was that deep for her.
I don't really know either, because like I said, I didn't get those vibes from her. So I don't know how it spread like this. And even with the other story with K Baby either, I don't understand how that even happened at all. Y'all have to understand who's bringing you back these bones. And
Well, the situation that I heard now, when I heard the conversation that Trent played, I heard her bring up K Baby's name when he
right.
said something about somebody being raped. And she was like, "No, that wasn't me. Something happened with K Baby." So then that's where K Baby's name comes into play. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like there was a little bit of messiness that was in that.
I feel like it should. I personally, I'm speaking directly to that. That's when I'm holding him completely accountable. I don't agree with that at all. I don't feel like that should have happened. I don't feel like anybody should have told if that happened. I don't believe it happened because she's already spoke on it. But
Yeah.
if it were to have happened, I don't feel like that's anybody's place to put out somebody else's story like that. As a person that has been in this situation myself, I wish somebody would have. We would seriously have an issue. It was
And
wrong.
hold on, let me do this real quick. Again, mods, if you see somebody on here coming after one of these guys, be it Trent, Daboski, or DJ, I want those comments eliminated ASAP, because that is not what we're in here for. That's not what we're in here for. No attacks, no assaults, because that's not what this conversation is about. So if there's something on here that doesn't go along with what we're trying to do, I want that gone ASAP. ASAP, because I'm seeing some stuff that's coming through and it shouldn't get a pass. So I need that stuff to be gone.
I'm gonna go back in my then, Dr. Rogers, so I can help take over in there.
All right. I appreciate it. Thanks for calling.
No problem.
Thanks for your input. So that's where we're at right now. I'm just hoping. I know things are being said. So all right, trial. Things are being said, and people, you feel like you have to defend yourselves. But I'm like, everybody has put some stuff out there at this point, and it's out there. You say whatever you have to say. Nobody's asking anybody to do stuff. So we move forward. Can we move forward? And my thing with this, hey Pat, how you doing, lady? My thing with this is, and I'm standing on this. I'm standing on this. I'm speaking to the other young lady as a woman. And anybody, for future reference, if there's something and you feel, even if you were going along with stuff at the beginning, if something changed, if something changed, and whatever you were feeling before, I sound funny. Hold on. Let me refresh y'all. Okay, what about now? Do I still sound muffled? Is that better now? Do I still sound muffled? Okay. Um, I want to be, as a woman, since we're all talking about accountability and stuff like that. I'm trying to show the guys. I need the guys to understand. This thing is killing me with them buffering this thing. There is no attack on you. We're actually trying to make sure that people understand that there are certain things as a woman that we need to make sure we take care of to keep you from being in any type of situation like that. That's what I need you guys to understand. There is no attack. There is no attack. If the women can't check the women and we can't hold each other accountable, then what are we here for? But I would expect the same thing from the guys. You understand what I'm saying? And I know y'all might not agree with that, but I'm like, look, if somebody pulls you up, even if y'all saying, you know, y'all weren't together or whatever, but if somebody says, okay, if it were me in the situation and I'm coming over to a guy's room, whatever, and the guy really not comfortable, like, you can visit, but I don't want you staying here. And instead of him saying it's up, repeat, you breaking up bad. Okay, I'm gonna try this again, y'all. Whatever they're doing with the video, I have no idea. But if it's one of us, like if I go somewhere and like the situation was reversed, I go to a dude's room, you know, he was talking all this, we having this conversation. Anyway, he decides he doesn't want me to be there for long. I would expect that dude, like if we're cool, I expect him to say something to me. You see what I'm saying? I would expect him to say something to me. As two grown adults, I would expect you to say something to me. You know what I'm saying? And I can't take it personal because that's your room. Now, when that guy goes and he hit up One Papoose, he go and hit up Beauty Is Me. I'm just gonna pull names out of the chat for a minute. When he goes and hits up those people, and like, yo, I ain't comfortable with her being here. Like, she need to go because she just messing up my vibe or whatever. She blocking right now. I would expect them as my sisters. As my sisters, I would expect them to hit me up and be like, yo, Carolina, look, dude ain't feeling you like that. You know, he's saying he don't really want you over there like that. Like, you know, you might want to go ahead and go to your own, girl. Like, that's the only thing that I'm saying. In order to keep everyone safe, in order to keep stuff like this from growing into something bigger, that's what I'm saying. It takes effort on everybody's part. Everybody. Because to me, like when that kind of stuff happens and it's like, oh, well, I told such and such I wasn't comfortable. And then you got people, well, why didn't you say something? It's like, from what I heard from Deboski last night, it's like him and DJ, because they're like the main ones in this last thing, they feel some level of responsibility. Like they feel like they're responsible for certain people for coming down. And I understand that, because when you have an event and it's something that you're hosting, then you do feel a certain level of responsibility for whatever's happening, or whatever did transpire. And I'm forgetting about Papoose because she was a part of that too. I'm sorry. But as guys, I'm guessing since they've already had conversations about, you know, whatever, I'm thinking they felt a certain level of responsibility for it all. So my thing is, LaToya, I agree with that too. My thing is, because they felt, you know, I guess, and she felt some type of responsibility, like they could solve the situation too. And I don't know. But my thing is, if you're going to contact them to let them know what's going on, I don't know if she thought that they were going to try to fix it or whatever. But just to keep stuff from being blown out of proportion, I probably would have put them like, bruh, you might want to go ahead and check into your room, because she acting like she don't want you there. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she wants you there. And you know, you keep it pushing, but still, in the grand scheme of things, as a grown woman, and from what I was hearing, like she making boss moves and stuff like that. So, you know, just go ahead, like, I ain't feeling you like that, you know. Miss Fat, I agree with that. I agree with that. But that's what I'm saying, to keep things from continuing on and more stuff being put out there. Because once stuff gets back to the person that you are supporting, once stuff gets back to that person's attorneys, then I feel like that stuff has gone too far. That's what I'm saying. Because just as easily as it could go to that person, then I'm pretty sure it has been sent to other people as well. Because y'all know how stuff go with all this. And if people have a chance to be messy, they're going to be messy. If they got a chance to try to send stuff to people to try to make you look like, that's what they're going to do. So my thing is, at the end of the day, we got to find some type of way. You don't have to kiss and hug, like nothing like that, but we got to find a way to cut this off. Like, we got to cut it off. We got to cut it off at the knees, because it's too much. And that's what I'm saying. And I wanted to address the guys because each one of them brings something different to the table. Even if they don't want to be listed as a group or connected or associated, I'm addressing them because you're like the main men in this stuff. Because Block is gone, and you got I think like T Stevens, he put this stuff out today, and I agree with him. He said that All right, y'all. So I am doing this. Over. I had to switch over to my phone. Um, just because on the laptop it allows all the craziness to take place. So can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? If y'all can hear me, give me a one in the chat. Okay, here we go. Um, so basically, I just switched over. That's how you solve the problem. Just go ahead and so now we got another Deboski that's in here. Don't know if that's the same Deboski. Who knows? Um, but I just feel like Is that really Dubowski? That's what I'm trying to find out. Is that really Dubowski? Because if so, let me switch back over on my other let me switch back over on the other one. So my phone will be open. Okay. Hold on, let me switch over. All right, we're doing a lot of switching back and forth. So, Dubowski, if you want to call, um, and then number. And hopefully, it won't start showing out today. So. There we go. All right. So the stream is still open. So you got the phone number up there if you want to call. Devices not connected. You want to call, then you are more than welcome to do so. I will put that's what that is. So I'm going to take this back over to my phone. And anybody that wants to join in, I'm suggesting. Now that's a name that looks like the real name. Let me see.
It's me.
This the real you?
Yeah, this is Dubowski.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
What's going on?
You know, if I come on the screen and I stand behind the story, then that's what it is. I wouldn't waste my time vouching for a lie. I won't waste my time repeatedly telling the same story. Trent came up here with no room. Trent came up here with no money. Trent came up here intending to go see Stephen Greenberg. He had no intentions of participating in the protest. People read the text message of old girl saying, you can come to my room. They don't know prior conversations, which is right underneath that text. Right before that text, he says, I think I'm gonna be sliding through Chicago. I ain't gonna be talking to nobody, because he already had planned in his mind that he was going to see Stephen Greenberg and be leaving, not staying. So when old girl said you can stay in my room, he already saying, like, when I come up here, I need to shower because I'm going to go to a meeting. I'm not going to be staying here. So the next day, when that night, let's start with that night when people saying she should have spoke, she should have said something, right?
Mm-hmm.
She outside talking with Tyson. She say, I'm finna go up and grab my stuff so we can go to the meet and greet, her and Tyson together. When she came back downstairs, Trent was in her lobby with 3 bags and a stinking ass. He asked, could he take a shower? Tyson said, let him take the shower. He'll bring you to the rendezvous. When he was done taking the shower, he tried to talk the woman out of going to the meet and greet. She's telling him, I came from New Jersey. I'm not about to just stay in the room. At this time, she's texting Tyson. Man, what's up with dude? Why is he still in my room? When she make it to the meet and greet, now the whole time this is going on, I'm talking to 35 people, at least 25 people. Mm-hmm. So when this is going on, I look over, I see her on the curb sitting next to Tyson. In hindsight, she was telling him again then. I could see some tension or something was in the air. So I was like, why don't y'all get on the music bike? Her, another lady, T-Baby, hey, go and get on the music bike and ride it out, blow some stress off or whatever. So she goes to get the music bike. A guy walks up on her. He's talking to her. They exchanging numbers. Here come Trent. Now I ain't over there. T-Baby over there. So I'm still like 30 feet away. I can see but not hear them. Mm-hmm. So when he comes up, he talking to her. The guy asks Shamaya, is that your boyfriend? If so, I ain't trying to be rude. She, no, this ain't my boyfriend. He already know that. I don't know why you keep coming up on me like that. So this is before even getting to the room. Then afterwards, when we all parted ways, he's still saying he's going to get a room. If you watch his live, he said he had a room that he paid $300 on that he never went to, okay? Which don't make sense. So the next day when he gets up, she's expecting for him to be gone because he's supposed to be going to the meeting. The meeting with him obviously didn't happen because I saw you and the sisters there. So he had no choice but to come to the protest because she said he can't stay in her room. The next day, he was in my room till 5 or 6 in the morning on the floor. Afterwards, I'm guessing he went back to her room, got on the party bus, went back to her room, showered, got on the party bus. When he got off the party bus, he grabbed his bags and he left. He was only in her room that first day. He dangled the next day. And when he got off the bus, he left. So it wasn't like he stayed in her room the weekend. And it definitely was, she did not remain silent. She told.
Let me ask you a question real quick. That first day that you were talking about.
The first day what? You breaking up. I can't hear nothing. Your screen frozen. And whoever that lanely lady is in the chat, man, you ask me, do I care about your feelings? Ask me, do I care what you think about me? Because I really don't.
Wait a minute. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I was asking you, that first day, the meet and greet day, that was Thursday?
Yes.
Did she say anything to him that day? Like you said, the guy came up trying to holler at her or whatever. Did she tell him she wasn't, like, I ain't interested, bro?
She told him when the dude walked up on her. When the dude walked up on her and she was giving dude her number and they was talking, she told him then, I don't know why you keep coming up on me like that. No, I'm not with him like that, etc., etc., etc. She had already told Tyson from the moment he went up to take the shower and was still there. She came to the meet and greet telling Tyson, I don't want dude in my room. Why is he still in my room? So she was complaining a lot. It just didn't get to me until Saturday night. But Tyson told me Saturday in the daytime, though. Tyson told me Saturday in the daytime, but it didn't settle in my mind until night because I was talking and running and moving and running. So my brain never got a chance to settle on the information that was given to me. And I believe that the same thing happened to Tyson. You got so much stuff going on, it's hard to see and know everything that's going on around you. You know what I mean? Hey, you remember when old girl went and got that bike? Now, what did she tell Trent when dude was giving her number?
Says you're not my nigga.
Say what?
He says you're not my nigga. Move around, basically.
Have you heard that?
Oh, she sounds sweet. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, she is. She was, but she right there taking it, huh?
All the way, everybody nigga. And I already knew that wasn't her nigga. She was making it perfectly clear that she didn't want to be bothered with dude. He was all over her. And I tried to fucking help by chiming in or helping or intervening, but motherfucking he was all on her, throwing his arm everywhere, motherfucker.
Did she ever tell him not to put his arm around
Yes,
her?
plenty of times he was all over her. She was hella upset. Nobody will see the behind the scenes shit, but fucking she was not feeling him at all. And she wanted him out of her room, but we couldn't do it right there. And motherfucking she had told me, but I didn't want to tell you. And I was gonna wait for DJ to tell you, but motherfucking man, shit got out of hand. Because DJ never handled it like he was supposed to.
Now, I believe DJ did exactly what I did. We both was in the midst of, you gotta look around, make sure ain't nobody coming to get you. You gotta make sure the people around you are safe. Know their direction. People dancing, people partying. The protests haven't begun yet. It's just too much going on, and a motherfucker like him just slipped through the cracks. That's really what happened.
Okay.
But
that was my only thing. I didn't have any kind of, because I don't know what happened. Only y'all know what happens. I was just saying.
I feel bad. I want to tell you this, Ms. Rogers. I feel bad. I feel bad because I didn't know until Saturday. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, and not only that, when I went to the girl, my first thing was defense for Trent. That was my first thing. Oh, y'all lying ass women, dog head, this, that, this. That's exactly what I was about to say. And then after you hear the whole story and you vex a person, I felt bad that I even came at her like that in the beginning, because I was defending the man to start with. But what she told me, I say is 95% true. 95% true, exactly how it happened. And then to go back and Tyson telling you, T-Baby telling you, like, man, I wanted to tell you then. They knew not to tell me that. They knew not that would have fucked the whole shit up. I wouldn't even made it to no goddamn. You know what I would have did if she would have told me? I would have said, go in my room with T-Baby. Give me your key. I would have went in her room, got butt naked, and got in the bed with that nigga.
So let me ask you this then, Debo. The conversation that I heard with her and Trent when he played that on his live, and I heard her mentioning something that happened to K Baby. So where did that come from?
Do you think I be in people's hotel rooms to know what the fuck they doing and who they sleeping with? They having
Of course not. But I'm saying that your name got put in that. So that's what I'm saying. Why?
What I'm saying is, when people in their own hotel rooms, and it ain't no protest, they private life ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people listening to that recording, and this man on there, if you got to pay attention to informant shit. The police get you in there. They got your friend in the other room. They telling you your friend said you did it. They go in the other room and tell you, no, your friend saying over in the next room you did it. That's the game that they play. So when he talking to that woman on the informant side, when you look at it like that, he says, "Oh, I heard you had a threesome with T-Baby and Deboski." That's an outrageous question. So when you get an answer of truth, what the fuck is you talking about? I wouldn't do that. I'm not built like that. That never happened. That's opening you up. If I came at you with a bold-faced lie, it's going to open you up with a direct truth. And when that direct truth comes from the bold-faced lie, now I got you open to ask the next question. You see what I'm saying? And the only reason that man went and recorded the woman because he already knew what he did. And after what he did, he tried to tell her, I'll make it up to you. When you come to New York, you can stay in my room. And she's telling him, I don't need to stay in your room. I get my own stuff. I don't need nothing from nobody. I get my own shit. I don't need to stay in your room. But the way you're going to make it up to the woman for staying in her room for free is saying you can come and stay with me when she didn't even want you staying with her. Flirtatious behavior is healthy. However, some people take that shit to the head.
Well, that was the only thing that I was saying. You got the flirtatious stuff, but
You see
that's
me on YouTube every day flirting.
you need to stop. That's what you do.
That's what I do.
What I was saying is, as a woman now, I can't speak on everything else that happened. I heard you say she spoke to your lady, she spoke to Tyson. You ended up getting the stuff late, but I'm just saying, as a woman, just like your name got threw up in something, just for us to make sure that y'all don't end up getting in some mess. And I understand what you were saying the other night, because I was on there. I just didn't say anything in your chat. Like, just we have to be 100%. We got to make it.
To avoid some mess, man, is get your own room. Don't go in people's room that's not yours, and it's real simple, you know. And keep a witness with you. Keep a damn witness with you. That's why T Baby always with me, because I would have been caught a rape charge, a stalking charge. People so ready to lie on anything, you know what I'm saying?
And so, that's what I was addressing as a woman. Just to make sure that the guys are safe, we got to make sure, even if the rally was going to happen regardless. So just to make sure.
That rally wouldn't have happened if Shamaya would have told me dude was in her room. It probably wouldn't have went the same way. It wouldn't have been the same reaction. Because I told you, I would have went to the hotel room, got butt naked, and got in her bed with dude. He would have been, what you doing, man? What you doing?
But didn't you even said yourself that whenever that stuff come, y'all done put stuff into place, so that stuff gonna happen whether you're there or not, right?
No, the last time, because I thought they were gonna try to get us in jail and all that shit, so I put it where it can still go if I wasn't there. But that first time, we didn't know. That first rally,
time too. It was like that the first time too. Y'all had already staged. Y'all set the stage.
No. The first time I was relying on one papoose, and she was the one who was hosting the rally.
So that's what I'm saying. There would have still been something going on.
I don't know about that. I think if I would have got into it with dude at the hotel room, most of my people would have left.
This is what I'm saying. I know you looking at it from the dude standpoint. I'm looking at it from the female standpoint. I'm just feeling like when it comes to your personal space, because your room, like that, for me, I don't know about you, but that's my personal space. That's my. It
seemed like my room became people headquarters. I had a good in and out crowd coming in and out, in and out, in and out. I'll be looking at the rooms like they throwaways.
Well, I don't know. I just, like I said, I don't have no beef with nobody. I'm hoping that y'all.
But what if the girl would have canceled her trip, right? What if the girl would have canceled her trip? Where would he been staying at?
That would have been something he had to figure out. You know what I mean? I'm just saying on her end. Like I said, I don't know her. I've never had any type of interaction.
She's a very nice person that would allow that type of shit to happen.
And that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. But I'm just saying, for us as women, not just to protect ourselves, but protect our men as well, we got to speak up. And I know it's
you can't protect the nigga that's out here hot dicking. You can't protect the hot dick nigga, bro.
But if you don't want people in your room, you can keep them out your room.
Yeah, if you don't want people in your room, ain't nowhere around that. You can keep them out your room. But if they come in under calm pretenses like he did, I'm just gonna take a shower, I got a room, I'm gonna be up out of here, and it ain't that. And then you were complaining about that, like, this ain't what I agreed to. Then that situation can snowball to what you see.
It can. But that one of the things that I heard you say, that's why I made sure I didn't interrupt you when you were talking. You said that after the stuff happened, then he went back to her room later on that night, right?
No, after the stuff, the next day he was in my room on the floor. But I don't know that he in here because he can't be there. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But didn't at some point he had went back to her room?
He went back probably, I don't know. In the daytime, I would guess, to shower and go back to the protest. Afterwards,
so you don't let him back in your room.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he went back in the room.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I'm saying. Just as females, us taking responsibility.
What I'm saying is, I don't know if he went back after the first day. I think after that, the complaints was about his bags being left there.
After the first day.
Yeah, he got off the first day. You know, that little slide conniving shit. The next day, motherfucker owned to him. So he in my room. You see what I'm saying? Then we got on the bus the next day, and when he got off the bus, he dipped. So he basically was winging it after the first day in her room.
Okay. That's my only thing. I feel like a lot of unnecessary confusion got
And when they
stirred.
talking about Deboski rape somebody, first of all, you got to get me in the motherfucker room. I don't go in people rooms I don't fuck with like that. And K Baby don't even drink. K Baby don't even drink. So how can I put something in her drink if she don't even drink? K
Well,
Baby don't
that
smoke.
was the reason why I addressed that too. But my only thing was, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Debo, I don't want to see none of y'all names tied up in no mess like that. That's just
You will
where I'm
never
at.
see my name caught up in no mess like that because I don't need to be a hot dick. I get so much chocha that I can give somebody like Trent some chocha. I can give you some chocha, man. You ain't got to be out here under R. Kelly name in Chicago trying to get some chocha, man. I could have had something here for you when you got here.
Mhm.
I even told you before you got here, you can stay with us. But you told me, like you told her, you're not even going to the protests. Now this nigga on the internet getting all the props and praise off something that he didn't want to be a part of and that he didn't support until the last minute. But he'll be all right, though. He'll be all right. And that lady Langley or whatever her name is in the chat, you'll be all right, too. I'm gone, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day.
Shout out to the Boski again for calling in. I'm sorry. All this buffering and stuff, and y'all, it's not my thing. I actually have fiber network in my house, so it's literally people just messing with the Hold up, we got trial and error coming back in. Hey, lady, you on here?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, what's on your mind?
This is how I feel. I mean, just looking in the comments with different people, how they looking at it in their opinion or whatever.
Uh
Uh,
huh.
I mean, I'm not on the other side to see what donations people get. To my understanding, he received donations to get to the rally, and I would assume that was for a hotel room and everything else. So I don't understand where the comment is coming from. Those are his brothers. They should have looked out for him to get a room. If he received donations to attend, here's my thing on that. No one should attend or travel outside of where they stay if they don't have the proper funds to accommodate their stay. That's one. Two, when it comes to the young lady, honestly, I mean, I don't know how she felt, because if she was uncomfortable, then maybe she didn't feel comfortable enough to tell him to get out my room because she don't know what's next, because you invited him to your room, which was misleading. But I guess I don't know what happened when she seen him in person, whatever changed. But I just feel like um if he's a stranger, you just been talking to him on the phone and you met him through YouTube or whatever the case may be, he should have never been invited to your room. And that's just dangerous anyway,
Yeah.
especially being everything that's going on. I understand why the man didn't say anything. I understand. If I come to you, Dr. Rogers, and I tell you I don't feel comfortable with something, but I don't want you to say anything, I don't want to blow it up out of proportion, this and that. I expect for you to, um, you know, keep it a secret what I tell you, because I didn't want anybody to know.
Hold up, trial and error. So let me play devil's advocate on that though. If it comes to a point where we're talking about safety and we're talking about somebody being in your personal space, if you're not, if you don't feel comfortable saying something, but you're comfortable enough to talk to the other guys, then why would you want them to keep that a secret? Because if you're not comfortable enough to do it, then you can let the guys handle it, because that's the guys dealing with another guy.
I get that part too. I definitely get that part too. Um, it's the whole situation is crazy. Um, just me personally, I wouldn't be in that type of situation, because if I told you you could stay in the room and then once I meet you, you giving me weird vibes or uncomfortable vibes, then dude, you got to go. I'm not the
Right.
type that's scared to speak up. Like, dude, you got to go. And then if I knew, me personally, if I knew other men were there, I would have definitely had them to handle it, I guess, in a
Yeah.
respectful. Not saying you got to beat them up or whatever the case may be, but I would have just told them, hey, like, tell y'all boy he can't stay in my room. I don't feel
Right.
comfortable telling him because I don't know how he gonna react because I don't know him like that. But that's probably what I would have done. But I don't know her reasons for why she told them, but then said don't say anything to ruin the whole rally or the vibe
Oh,
or whatever.
I'm adding Tyson in trial. Go ahead and keep talking. I'm adding Tyson in.
So I mean, I understand both sides, but I just feel like this whole situation, like it. I mean, I feel like everybody should speak their piece and let it go.
And let
It
it
don't
go. Yeah.
have to be drawn out. Like if one person don't want to unite and have peace out here, then go your way and do your thing, but don't drag everybody else into it either. Um,
Right.
Everybody need to understand that we all are grown, and some of the people are older than the other ones. I'm only 32. I turned 33, so I know it's a lot of people that's you know way older than me or whatever. So I feel like a person should not say you should have contacted me before you went live, because we don't need permission to do anything because we're all grown and none of us have to check in with anybody to get permission to do something on your own platform.
Trial and error. I was looking at the comments after that. I think he was talking about the stuff that happened, not us today, but the stuff that happened previously.
I mean, and then with that being said, instead of you
Yeah.
going on a public platform and saying people stabbed you in the back, that could have been a private conversation. Right today, the day that we're
You're
in
right.
with this YouTube stuff, nothing is done in private. So don't expect something that you're not giving out to. That's just
Right.
that. Don't expect a private conversation about that, but you publicly said people stabbed you in the back and you're mad about this unity stuff and saying don't come over here messing with me. Like that was done publicly. That could have been done in
Yo,
private as well.
Right. What's
Nothing
up, Tyson?
private.
yeah. Well, let me talk about this because I think we don't want to let stuff rest. To be honest with you, like I said, I didn't know what was going on uh yesterday with one Papoose and Deboski, but whatever that is what it is. The thing with Trent was, when he talked about somebody stabbing him in the back, if somebody would have stabbed this dude in the back, I mean, this would have been out there. This shit was in July. It wasn't the last one. It was in July. So
Hmm.
at the end of the day, people gotta understand when they saying somebody stabbed them in the back. I mean, I respect anybody' rights. If somebody say, "Hey, don't say nothing," they could trust me not to say nothing, because the girl said she didn't want to make a scene, you know, you know, a big commotion, you know, for the protest. And sometimes I can understand that. But like I said, when she texted me, well, when I was coming down, I was riding around, and she hit me. She said, "Hey, I'm in your city." I said, "Where you at?" Because I was on my way to the Bolsky room. Nevertheless, when I get down there, she said, "Oh, with Trent coming." I said, "Okay." She said, "He just said he want to change or whatever, this, that, and the other." I said, "Okay." But then going back to listen to Trent, and when Trent says out his own mouth, uh, you know, he had his own room where Deboski, well, if you had your own room, why you just didn't go to your own room in the first place? See, all this backpedaling and trying to cover your tracks and, recording conversation, those is kid games, man. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. He knew what he did. He knew what it was. And like I try to tell people, when people try to cover their tracks up, they get these devices and they want to record and they want to play conversation after the fact shit didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? And make it seem like they cool with the person. Then you out the person and blast the person and post a picture up and call them, bitches and all that old shit. But she wasn't a bitch when she was in the room. You know what
Well,
I'm
the
saying? She
Tyson,
was. Go
let
ahead.
me let me respectfully say this. Um, she did the same thing because she had an issue with him, and I'm not sure because I wasn't there. I don't know if she told him up front she had an issue, but she didn't be she wasn't direct with him either. So
I,
that's kind of like that goes both ways with in that
it,
situation because she wasn't
it
upfront.
it goes both ways, but the fact that uh I don't know, man. Like I say, that was their issue. I wasn't trying to get involved in that shit, but since the nigga said they outed him, motherfucker was trying to out him with a Ben said something, because she told me first, then she texted me, and then all that old shit. I don't know if that was the overplay for the underlay, but at the end of the day, people got to choose their words carefully, even after the fact or whatever it was, and nobody get raped, none of that bullshit. I was still trying to be cool with Trent, despite the Boski issues. And I got to make something clear. I'm my own person. Deboski is own person. I always said this, and I keep saying this. I'm me. Just because Deboski don't like a person, that don't mean I don't have to like you because he don't like you. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm my own individual. I'm my own self. So I never been on that. He don't like you. I don't like you. I'm a grown ass man. I can like who I want. He can like who he want. He could dislike who he want. I could dislike who I want. I'm never the bandwagon type of nigga. And I don't do the bandwagon. We came together for this protest for Robert Sylvester Kelly. That's the purpose. That's the mission. And I'm not gonna stop that. But all that other rigmarole bullshit, I ain't with none of that. And so since everybody want to keep saying they, I would defend me and I would defend us in a respectable way that people can't understand. Like I tried to call in on Papoose because I did not know what was going on. I tried to call in a Trent to try to break it down to him. He didn't want to hear the shit. So like I tell motherfuckers, I got my own platform. I know how to make some noise around this bitch too. You know what I'm saying? But I don't try to be on all that rah smoke screen shit. I really ain't good at all. I'm too old for all that shit. I thought this fight was supposed to be about R. Kelly. And then people take the personal shit and they want to take it to the social media. The personal life ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I tell people if a motherfucker want to fuck after the protest, if they want to look, if I bring two women to the protest, if I want to fuck them two women after the protest, they ain't got shit to do with R. Kelly. Your personal time is your personal time. Your leisure time is your leisure time. My leisure time is not R. Kelly's time. Period. So whatever I choose to do after the rally, after whatever, long as I took care of business, I'm entitled to have fun. And that's what other people don't understand. We got lives outside of R. Kelly. So I don't want to make it whereby everybody got to make it seem like when you do something or whatever, it's gonna affect R. Kelly. What the fuck I do ain't gonna affect R. Kelly. Period. I'm my own individual. I'm responsible for my own thing. If y'all ain't heard nothing from the listening or the hearing yesterday with Robert Sylvester Kelly, that lawyer said a very important shit. He said out his mouth when they tried to say the man had co-conspirators and people doing shit for him. The lawyer said out his mouth, he said that don't got nothing to do with R. Kelly. If it did, they would have charged him with something. They didn't. And so that goes the same way with people's personal lives. Our personal life doesn't have nothing to do with Robert Sylvester Kelly. And that's what people fail to understand. And then people get mad and want to question and do who have a threesome. And man, look, if I had a fucking threesome, so what? Who gonna check me? I'm a grown ass fucking man. Well, they ain't got nothing to do with R. Kelly. So people got to stop trying to put two and two together. And then you got motherfuckers on their channel. Oh, K Baby got raped and all this shit. And come over here. And the girl said, clear as day, ain't shit happened to her. And then you got motherfuckers steady want to egg it on. People just need shit to feed the narrative. And at the end of the day, I already peep how this shit go. That's why I laugh. When I talk the shit I talk, I just try to laugh it out, play it out, because I already know how the enemy is working. The enemy is trying to steal, kill, and destroy any way they can after something that's so great that's just been happening, just didn't happen, and that ain't happened in the year of dealing with Robert
Why
Sylvester Kelly.
why do we allow
Tyson, let me ask
that
you
to
a
happen?
question.
We
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Trial. Let me. Dom K is on here too. Hey, Dom K. Oh, wait a minute. His mic is on. Tyson, what I wanted to ask you is right now, okay, everybody has said whatever they had to say. Allegations have been, I mean, just thrown out there left and right. You guys, like y'all said, y'all can't help that y'all faces on the front of this. Okay, at this point, what do you think, as one of the people that's out front, what do you think can be done right now? Nobody's talking about going kissing and hugging people or whatever, but what do you think can be done right now to
You
change
know,
this?
you know what could change this? You can't change what happened.
No,
If
I mean
people,
from this point forward, what do you think
well,
needs to
from
be
this
done?
point forward, I think some things need to be implemented, and I'll be the first one to say it. If you coming for Robert Sylvester Kelly, come for him. If you coming for anything else, that's your own personal leisure life. Stop trying to intertwine the both. Once we take care of business, if you get on the party bus, if you go to barbecue, if you found somebody attractive there. You know, I get tired of people saying that people come there to have sex. Nigga, it's a whole lot of women out here in Houston. I am from Chicago. If I do want to dip dab, I still got some people outside of the fucking. I don't need R. Kelly for no sake. But what should happen right now is we should stay focused. If your fight is for Rob, continue to fight for Rob. Let all that beef go. Let all that animosity go. We already know how the enemy is trying to divide us. Every time they feel like they get an inkling or something, they want to use it as a commentary to make it seem like it's such a big issue and somebody finna get a case and somebody ain't nobody finna get shit. Period. The girl came to the damn thing. Uh, you know, let me say this too. Uh, some people gonna have a change of heart. Some people might feel like they've been catfished and like, oh no, yeah, you're right. She could have said something because I did text her and I said, hey, um, won't you just tell him? She was like, no, no, I don't want to say nothing because I don't want to, I can't, I'm not her.
Right.
I did tell her what to say. So she have her own reason. Well, when she said that, she didn't want to practice out or whatever, I honestly I believe that, but it is what it is. I can't go back on yesterday, last week, last month. All I got to focus on is today, tomorrow, the future, what we need to do, how we need to do it, and let's just do it. Let
So
all
that's what I'm asking you right now. You taking this leadership role. So one of the things I heard you say is to make sure that if you come into the event, then that's what you coming for. Like make that clear. Like just you
Yeah,
need
that's what
to.
you come in for find and come. If you want the extracurricular shit, it's gonna be there. If you don't, go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, most protests, what a lot of people don't realize is this ain't my first one that I've done. You know what I'm saying? Or second, whatever. But most people, when they have protests, when they have them, once it's done, they leave. It's over with.
Right.
But in this situation, I guess we'd be trying to have some type of bondage with each other because we all supposed to be R. Kelly supporters. But some people take that shit and it just goes left field. You know what I'm saying? If people just come to do R. Kelly, do R. Kelly. If you don't want the extra festivities, leave. That's all.
Right.
That's my
Right.
advice to you. But after the R. Kelly protest, because our purpose is to make sure everybody's safe, everything's peaceful, and that's it, that's all. But after that, everybody's responsible for them own individual selves. You are a grown
Right.
person. I can't tell you what to do, where to go, who to fuck, who to be interested, who to room to creep in, or whatever. Whatever you do is what you do. You're responsible for your own shit. Just like I'm responsible, you're responsible. We're not responsible for no other grown people and what they do with their own personal lives. I'm not there to tell no another grown man or another grown woman where to stick his dick, who to open their legs up to. I'm not there for none of that. My purpose was Robert Sylvester Kelly, period. And that's what I come to do. If we have fun after that, fine. If I want to be with it, I'll be with it. If I don't, I'm going about my business. But stop always tying everything to Robert Sylvester Kelly every time something go down or something happen after the business been taken care of. After the business, it's leisure time. If you want to go to your hotel, you want to hang out with some more people, you ain't even got to go to the barbecue. You ain't got to get on the bus. All I'm saying is just be responsible for your own self. Look at this shit as a learning learning
Mhm.
experience, because some people don't know what it is to conduct themselves as an adult. That's why even with the Miss Connor lady, she texts me. What a lot of people don't understand is, of course, women go come at me. I ain't tripping off that shit. You're a woman, you supposed to. I'm a man. That is what it is. But at the same time, it's up to that other person to be receptive of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all. You have a right to say yes, a right to say no. If you say no, that's what it is. If you say yes, that's what it is. But Sweet and Sassy, and I didn't hit on that lady. Sweet and Sassy texted me because they said she didn't have a place to go, and she said, "Can you reach out to her?" And I texted her, but she didn't respond to the next day. And the thing she said was, I could have, you know, she could have stayed in my room or whatever the case may be. And she said, next time we can creep off and sneak off somewhere. I ain't on that shit. Nigga, if motherfuckers can't look at R. Kelly's situation and line themselves up accordingly, then they destined to be in another situation or another predicament. R. Kelly's situation is just
Can
not
can I interject real quick just to
good.
piggyback on what you just said? Um, I think, and that's why I keep trying to reiterate this part with the stuff that happened with this other situation. Um, if the female, if you just like you said, you don't want somebody that, just be real.
Yeah.
I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Just like you gave her the boot. Just like it's just that you have to worry about your feelings later, because at this point I'm trying to make sure I'm good. Like, nah, I ain't rolling with you.
Right, just knock that shit out the way. A motherfucker get in their feelings, oh well. You know,
Right.
what a lot of people don't understand is a lot of people become attracted to people online because they always seeing their face and they always seeing what they doing. And then I
They're
guess
attracted to the media
yeah,
personality.
and I
That
and I guess Sting must have got a change of heart. You know how it is when a motherfucker see you online, then when they see you offline, like, I don't like you. And it probably was one of those moments. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
yeah,
But when you know better, you just do better. All
right.
this back and forth and bringing up the baby and let that shit, let Bozo deal with that, because he drives off every little thing or find every little thing negative that he feel that's wrong with everybody that's rocking with R. Kelly or out walking for R. Kelly. You try to find every little thing to throw a dent in it or make some type of commentary. And to be honest with you, we get that shit to him. But that's just
Yeah.
him. He prays off a negativity. He prays off anything he felt that ain't right. That's him. Let him continue to be the bozo he is. But I ain't finna do
And
all
Tyson, you know what? I'm sorry. Just like the person that was in the chat pretending to be Deboski, it
yeah.
was just that easy.
Man, that's not him, man. That ain't that
Yeah,
dude, man.
I mean, but it's just that easy. And I even had somebody texting me like, I'm like, that's not him. And then you came and said that's not him. But just that easy, people are able to come in and able to infiltrate just that easy
Yeah,
to get some things going, to keep some things going.
yeah, and
Well,
man,
this
I mean,
I
go
say
ahead.
this to move forward. I think that okay, everybody has
Can't hear. We can't hear you.
I don't hear either.
Well, let me
She
say
faded
this.
out.
If I was going,
When people
yeah,
are coming, when people are
which
coming, are they letting you guys know that they're coming?
yeah, people letting us know, and some people
So
just show up. I mean, it ain't really a let you know, or if you come, if you for Rob, you come. If you know it's out there, you entitled to come. It ain't no you got to check the list. The only thing that the list is the party bus. How many people get on the party bus? But everything else is just anybody can come. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no you got to check in or you coming. No, it ain't that type of party. The only thing that's accountable for is the people that's getting on the party bus if they have one or when they have one. That's it. That's all. And I'm gonna say this here. If I would have fucked with Miss Connor,
mhm.
I'm willing to bet you uh and shit didn't go the way it should, people feel it should go, I probably would have got a rape case. I'm just keeping it real. What's so funny is motherfucker stereotype shit. When a man hit on a woman, he thirsts. But when a woman hit on a man, what is that? Is she thirsty too? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got to stop stereotyping shit. So, like I said before, people got to look at R. Kelly's situation and take some points from that. If they so quick to do him like that, you really think I got 49 to let a motherfucker do me like that? You got to be crazy. I'm 49. I'm
And
not.
that's why I have to reiterate as a woman.
Go ahead.
She froze up.
Go ahead. Uh,
That,
Dr. Roger.
that we have action. There it is. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now. Repeat that.
I don't know. They keep messing with my screen. But if you're talking to somebody, and that's why I want to keep making this clear, nothing negative towards a young lady. I don't know the situation, but as women, we got to let each other know. Listen, don't be putting nobody in those situations, no matter how small. Don't be putting nobody in those situations that could go left.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I just want to keep reiterating that. Don't We have some control over that. So don't be putting anybody in any situations that can go left for you or the other person.
Yeah, man, because this shit is crazy, man. And it's like, it seems like for every good that you do or anything that you do for Robert Sylvester Kelly, it's always some people trying to knock it down and want you to quit. But that's for the people who choose to quit. But at the end of the day, I try to explain this to people. This fight, this is a dirty game because these people's playing dirty in this fight. They've been playing dirty from day one with the docuseries. So again, if people can't look at R. Kelly life and look how they doing him and can't look at themselves and say they can do me the same way, that means you need to stay on your P's and your Q's. Pussy won't be the fall for me. You know what I'm saying? It just won't. It's too much
I
out
would
here.
say when I went to the protest, I got positive vibes. I didn't get that people was coming there to meet people
Yeah,
and
it was.
all of that type of stuff.
It was that.
But I mean, I got good vibes from the protest, and I was saying that I go to the next one. Um, I just feel like going forward, I just feel like since that protest, so much drama arose because I feel like because it was got so much media attention, the drama had to come to drown the positive point that happened
Yeah.
with the protest. So I feel
Exactly.
like this for everybody. I feel like everybody say their piece. You just said your piece. We got to clear it up. It was a misunderstanding. People don't need to stay in nobody else's room when you go to the protest or out of town or whatever. I think we should move on and keep trying to aim for the positive part of
Mhm.
this because that drama is kind of fading out the positive part. Anybody who
Right.
don't want to unify and move forward, then just do your own thing. But I
Man.
think that we should all just let it go and move forward. If you're
Yeah.
rocking with a certain person, don't rock with them. If they want to and throw subliminals, ignore them. Somebody, like Dr. Rogers said, somebody's gonna have to be the mature adult and not entertain it because that's how it's
Right.
gonna keep going.
Right.
Somebody just throw a subliminal, then you respond to the subliminal. They're gonna respond back. Man, kill all that. Cause right
Right.
now, for
And
real, I gotta protect my people. It's so much going on in this world. I didn't. I just want to say this. I lost my granddaddy 2 weeks ago. Lost my uncle Thursday, and then someone that grew up with me like a brother just got killed this morning. Life is too
Wow.
short
Sorry
to
about that.
wake up to
yeah.
drama all day. It's so much. That's why I just feel like let it go. Like if they don't want to rock with you, they want to say stuff just to tick you off and make you respond because they know you're gonna respond. The best advice I can give people is to ignore them and continue to be great.
Right. And don't forget too,
That's how we're gonna have
everybody, y'all are separate entities. Each one of y'all are a separate entity.
I was
We realize that. Even when you put the letters together, you're still a separate entity. But
exactly.
I hope that y'all don't remember that all of y'all bring something valuable to people. And that's real. And
That's
everybody does things a different way. And it works together. Even though you're separate, it all works together.
Yeah. Hey, but peep this
Right.
though. What's
For
so crazy
real.
people don't understand is like Latoya said, a lot of jealousy
So
came after this. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Hello? Can y'all hear me?
yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hear you.
Like the Latoya
we
said,
can hear you.
a lot of jealousy came after
Yeah.
this second rally because it got some notary. When it got some notary and people started to notice, like man, you know, they made some noise, then the jealousy even went to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? And if people just can't see that, then fine. I mean, I don't do clicks. I never do clicks. I'll stand for what's right and I stand for what's wrong. But I can't tell no other man what to think, what to feel, what to do. I'm responsible for self. As I stated before, I came in this fight by myself. I built my own platform by myself with my image, my character, my humor, my laughter. Outside of R. Kelly, I built this shit myself because this is just me. You know what I'm saying? So I always been me when I came on a platform. I bring a lot of things to my platform than just R. Kelly. And that's why I keep telling people, look, I can't fight for another man if I can't fight for my damn self. If my image and character don't matter to me, then who the fuck am I? How the fuck can I fight for another man? It just ain't gonna happen like that. So when people get these words twisted, when you say R. Kelly don't come before me, I mean R. Kelly don't come for me because I come first. If I can't defend me, how can I defend another man? Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Oh, I understand that.
You know, but a lot of people don't
I
get that.
understand that
Like
completely.
I supposed to be some gopher or some goofy. Get the hell up out of here.
I'm just
Go ahead.
right.
Your your
I'm
mic in
hoping
and out.
that just you had a chance to come on and the both came. I'm breaking up.
Yeah, you in and out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm hoping at this point, you guys are here. Deboski said what he had to say. You're on here talking right now. I'm just hoping that this can be the end of that because, like I was telling Deboski, and I had spoken to Trent too, I don't like hearing anybody's names caught up in no kind of allegations. And
Right.
that's just real for me because I know how easily, and we all know at this point how easily something small can get turned into something major.
Right. Stuff just need to
So
stop.
I'm hoping
Stuff
I'm
just need.
hoping that we're able to just bring all this.
Let me say this real quick. Stuff just need to stop being egged on. Just say what you mean what you say, move on, let it be. You know, it just got to be stop being
Yeah,
egged on. When it's steady egged on, it'll never be squashed.
right,
You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to egg nothing on. I say what I mean what I say. I keep it pushing. You cool with me, I'm cool with you. You respect me, I respect you. You don't respect me, don't fuck with me. And if you keep not
right.
disrespecting me, I'm gonna give you the business that you don't want. You know what I'm saying? And that's
So
just how that's going.
here's the thing. It's being egged on because everyone has subscribers. So when you have subscribers who's constantly sending you things that you may not even see that, I mean, to even address, then if you set the tone to your subscribers, don't bring me back anything. Don't bring that person name up to me. Don't tell me what that person
Man,
said
I've
about me. Then it wouldn't be anything to talk about.
been
But
there,
we know
done
that's
that.
not gonna.
Been there, done it. I tell them all the time, but they do it anyway. I don't trip. I just learn to embrace the shit. Like when they send me that shit with Taylor be sending you doing this shit. I just tell them don't send me that shit. But when you do, I just be like, shit. I look at it as a plus. You want to steady make me famous? Make me famous. Shit. If you idolize me that much to make a cartoon character out of me, you ain't doing up but blowing me up. This ain't shit new. I had to go back to my old Facebook ways because that's what they did on Facebook. I had a large crowd on Facebook and still do. But at the same time, I started to realize, man, my haters love me more than the people that goddamn it that's on my side because they can't keep my name out their mouth. So she want to make videos and make it funny for her people. Fine, bring them over. And once they get over here, this shit, they might not want to leave. They might want to keep following the niggas shit. So that's how I look at it. I'm doing the verse psychology shit. Fuck that. You want to make some more? Make 1,000 videos. I don't even care because I know who I am. And I keep telling people can't make you who you are because they didn't give you none of the tools you got. None of these people made me. I was me before I met any of these people. And go be me after these people. R. Kelly didn't make me. They don't understand this stuff. I've been doing this shit. I love
Well,
people.
DJ
That's just
Tyson,
it. Yeah.
DJ Tyson, you have to protect your peace though. Like if you tell people don't send you negative things that's being said about you, they need to respect that. You have to
Yeah.
protect your peace.
But you
And
know how to
them
understand
sending you stuff.
everybody ain't online at the same time. You know, I could probably preach to everybody in here and say, hey, don't send me nothing. But then it might be a different time. I might not be talking the same message. So the people who didn't hear it might send me something. You see what I'm saying? But when they do, I don't get upset. I just say, look, don't send me that shit. I don't care about what that person say. You know, I really don't. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt me, make me, or break me. You know, at the end of the day, I'm me. But what I need a lot of people stop doing is being persuaded by what they're hearing. And then I think some of the people that subscribe like listening to the drama and they likes to suck that shit in and let that shit become part of them. That shit don't become part of me because you got to realize that's how the enemy works when you're doing such a great thing and a marvelous thing, no matter what it is you do. That's how the enemy works. And what they trying to do is kill your vibe and kill your energy. You know what I'm saying? If you let them do it, that's on you. That ain't on me. I just keep saying I'm gonna keep vibing off this. I'm gonna keep pushing off this, seeing big and better things. And shit, we getting ready for a 3-pick. Let's come on now. Let that shit go. Put that shit to the side. Man, anybody is welcome to come. As long as you don't come with that drama and you ready to step, make some noise for what you come for, which is Robert Sylvester Kelly. That's what it is. After that, you don't want to hang around, go on about your business. Just bring that drama and that protest. Because if you do, it's just going to be a misunderstanding. Motherfuckers ain't going to really want to come no more in. The police, CPD ain't playing that shit. They locking motherfuckers up. They come to fight. They come to do all the arguing. They keep that shit at home. And I agree on another thing. If you just coming to be nosy, stay home. If you just coming to party, stay home. If you just coming to meet me, stay home. Don't come to meet me. Because I heard somebody say, oh, I came here to meet you. No, you ain't come to meet me. I mean, it's cool. I appreciate it. But your purpose is supposed to be Robert Sylvester Kelly.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You know, then you got people that getting mad because you don't buy them drinks and shit. I'm like, look, nigga, I don't drink. I ain't buying no motherfuckers. Your niggas should have gave you some money. Why you get mad at me? Because I don't buy you no drink. I'm like, what? Nah, nigga, I got a card. Motherfuckers get mad and shit. Talking about buying them a drink. And I'm like, look, I got a
DJ,
card.
it's okay. It's okay. Redirect. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying. They make sure your man give you some money or some shit. Don't get mad at me because I ain't come for all that shit. I ain't come for no sex. I ain't come for none of that. I come to take care of business and look at the result of us taking care of the business. And this result that we did, everybody should be happy with the results from taking care of the business. That's what you should look forward to, the results, the outcome, you know, the aftermath. First one was cool. The second one was greater. This third one might be the greatest because we get to make more bigger noise. So we probably need more and more people. Let's triple up. We doubled up the last time. Let's triple up this time. That's all. Shit. Don't hate on it. Be part of history.
True.
Yeah.
Look, we can definitely make this be great, but the atmosphere has to be positive. We got to get this negative stuff out the atmosphere so everybody's gonna wanna, you know what I'm saying, come together and make this even better than the last time.
Right.
But we got
Hey, I just came on here really quick to speak on that though. I wanted to clear something up too because I want to speak on that cartoon now that we are on another platform. The reason I brought that up, right, because I felt like this was indirect, so I'm going to speak directly to you because, you know, I'll tell you, we can speak directly to each other because, you know, I don't bring you drama. With that cartoon, I was trying to make the point of we have to pay attention to the platform that it was put on and the message that is being put out about Mr. Kelly. If you're able to put something like that out on your platform and it has all these negative slurs about him, what does that say about you and your platform?
Don't say nothing about my platform because
not you. It's not about you. I'm talking about the person that put it on their platform. I'm talking about the cartoon in general, the negative slurs towards Mr. Kelly. If you're for him completely and you're saying you're tied to him, what does that say about you if you're letting that message be put out? Regardless of what's going on in these YouTube streets with the individuals in the YouTube streets, that doesn't matter when it comes to you being tied to a person. And then you're having these negative slurs about this man. And you would rather slander that man's name and have people to wonder, okay, well, they saying this and that and the third about it. But you want folks to pay attention to the novelty part of it, but they're going to be paying attention to the parts that they're talking about Mr. Kelly.
Hey, Bree, let me tell you something. A lot of these people just jokes when it comes to Robert Sylvester Kelly, man. For real. Sometimes when people do that shit and they play it on there as a thing, it does says a lot about them because they already been showing their hand or who they is from
Right.
And it takes some people longer than others to get it that these motherfuckers ain't for Robert Sylvester Kelly. I'm gonna say this again because a lot of people think I just be blowing smoke. But if Robert Sylvester Kelly is my mentor, my cousin, somebody that did this, whatever, why y'all ain't debunking no lies against your cousin? I felt like if I'm so anxious for my cousin, my mentor to get out of jail, why ain't help to let some people see some things? Why is everything you sending to some people is negative? There's some stuff that should be sending to them to show that, hey, my mentor, my cousin, look at this. Look at the person who got something against my cousin and my mentor. They ain't sending none of that shit to them. They sending everything from me or the Boski or whoever else around us to the prosecutors. That's why people ain't looking. They looking, but they really not seeing what they looking at. Right. They ain't sending none of the Asbiel videos. They know Asbiel is one of the Jane Does. They ain't sending none of that shit from the presidents to the state's attorneys and prosecutors and all that shit. They ain't playing
that. Dr. Rod, have you seen that video yet on the burner page?
Yeah, listen, they ain't.
I need you to go pay attention to that video and pay attention to it good. And you actually, after you see it, you actually go look at the information that's given on that video yourself. You guys have to go look on it because I'm pretty sure that stuff is going to get deleted soon.
Yeah, but they ain't playing none of the presidents on their channel. Levi ain't playing no president, and you hear this girl talk all these good things about R. Kelly. And all this corroborates her story of him being a monster, him being manipulated, him being this. You don't see Bozo playing none of that. You know what I'm saying? On his
all I know is I heard him talk about it so horribly in the beginning, and then he was on the first fleet of people to see it and came back and apologized the very next day when people are locked out and haven't even seen it yet and said, my apologies, I got a big ups to, and I'm like, well, the day before you cursed me out and hung up on me on your live because I let people know not to be persuaded by what he was saying because he does not know what is going to be on there. He claimed he did, but he did not, which is why you thought you were going to play a part of a person who was going to already be included in it. But like I was saying, you cannot.
He said he didn't want to be a Carolina Diamond. Didn't he say he didn't want to be in it? I mean, well, he did a video, but he said he didn't want Shabazz to show his part. Didn't he say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, even
I
with
that was needed. He's been lying this whole time, so it wasn't needed.
Yeah, but the thing is, to see it, let alone itself, that goes to show you right there. Because if he would have played his part, it would have probably been number more deception, more lies, like it always been from day one. And y'all
would have been confusion. That's why when Larry asked Shabazz, I don't mean to put names out. When he asked Shabazz about why you didn't call me, there's no point in calling you. What's the point when you're not a part of this? You made yourself a part of it, but you're not actually a moving piece of the puzzle. At the end of the day, I feel like the reason I don't bash her as a person is because I feel like she's being her hand is being held and dragged into the situation and told what to do. And at the end of the day, it's going to be her on those stands, not these people that are telling her how to move these puzzle pieces. And it's not fair to her.
Yeah. And then what people don't understand is infiltration. If you don't know what infiltration is, look it up in the dictionary. That nigga infiltrated the whole R. Kelly circle, man. All you got to do is go back from the days of going to court and him popping up with the security and all that. See, people don't understand. His name was Dana J, the actor. He was acting. He was taking pictures and using them for proto ops. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's photo ops. Photo ops. The thing is,
Yeah.
a lot of my
Hold up, y'all.
Bree,
no.
let me finish.
Hold up 1 second, because I don't want this to turn into something
Right.
that's dealing, straight with him. I want to,
I agree.
Turn it around. All right.
bring this back to,
Let's stay focused, y'all. Let's just
yeah.
stay focused and move forward, man. If you come out. If you coming to play, stay at home, man. Cause we stepping. You already saying, you say you work hard, you play later. We'll play later, but we come to work. We come to make some noise like we did before. Let's just do it again, man. Keep y'all head up. Stay away from the drama. I know it's out there and it's hard to, but you use your own discernment. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. I can't tell nobody. I'm just gonna be responsible for my actions and just keep fighting for what I came here to fight for, and that's it. You know, that's all I gotta say.
I want to, Tyson, is there anything else that you want to say to your subs? Because I know some of your subs are in here too. As far as the ones that plan on coming out and participating, just to let them know what lane you're in right now. So if somebody wants to bring some buffale to you,
Well, they already know. I mean, I don't even really want to say nothing. They should know what it is. Anybody that rock with my channel, they already should know what it is. You know, I just, like I say, I try to be at peace with everybody, regardless of who don't like what. It is what it is. But like I say, you respect me, I respect you. If you don't, then you just in for a rude awakening. If you coming out, come out. If you not, stay at home. If you don't believe in the movement, don't come. It's okay. You put the work in.
Trying to get people caught up either. Please stop doing that.
You put the work in. You know, this is the outcome you get. That's it. That's all. We putting the work in. And sometimes they say the work don't pay off. But to me, I think this work paid off. It gave R. Kelly some sign that he didn't have in a positive way far as dealing with his fans. It gave him all that negative stuff. That's all we've been watching when it came to him because of the Lifetime docuseries, reoccurring and bringing up shit 30 years ago and all that. And just to see right now that he got fans that really love him, that support him, and know this is a bunch of bullshit. If y'all can't vibe off that, I ain't trying to tell another person what to do. I just know what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep stepping. That's it.
Right. All right, y'all hear that? I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Man.
I'm just hoping everybody can get on one accord, even if they're not BFFs. You know what I mean?
Right. Quit all the clicking shit. You don't like me, don't like that, don't like that, don't like. Now fuck that. If this fight for Robert Sylvester Kelly, stop. Don't be the bozo numbers because he already done all that shit, man. Just stay focused, man, on what you come to do. If it's in your heart, it's in your heart. I understand some people stray away for whatever reason. That's fine too. But don't knock the ones that's trying to come or want to come. You know, because whatever it is. Because it seems like when a lot of stuff kick off and people want to switch the narrative, but don't support this and don't support that. It shouldn't have to be that if it's for Robert Sylvester Kelly. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. So anyway, let me put some clothes on because I'm walking around the crib naked.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. That's the greatest thing about this. I get to walk around naked around this motherfucker. You know? But that's why I ain't on camera. And,
I'm glad you get us kicked off.
Man, hey, shit, sometimes late night, y'all, I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. When it's dark, shit, I walk out on the balcony naked. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ain't no motherfucker out there. Shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. It feel good. Ain't nobody outside. Get that breeze, boy. What?
Flashing Houston, Lord Jesus.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, y'all be good. YTF, I see y'all in the building. My squad, I see y'all in the building, man. Hey, support everybody's channel, y'all. That's what y'all do. Let's stay positive, stay focused, and stay away from them goddamn informants. I love y'all. Hey, Dr. Rogers, you know what it is. You got the number. Hit it up. Bree. Hey, Bree. Bree. Nah, let me some Bree. Bree's become man. Everybody gone? All right, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all stay cool. And Tawana, yeah, I unblocked you, Tawana. It was a mistake that somebody had blocked you. It was a mistake. So I thought you heard me, but I take care of that on my laptop. But man, it's beautiful. What, this Saturday? Man, y'all have a
Yeah,
gorgeous Saturday, man. Get out the house, do something. Get out.
I know
Shit.
I am.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go live and play some music and act silly. I feel like dancing, shit. Straight up. That's what
You
I'm
play
feeling.
that music, you know everybody will be in there.
Man, I'm finna play. I'm finna have me some fun. It ain't even time to go do what I want to do. And I'm sure finna have some fun, y'all. So come on to the live, kick it with your boy. And make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all like this channel right here. Make sure y'all subscribe to Dr. Rogers' channel, all that good stuff, y'all. And let's just support each other, man, because we all kills, man. Let's squash all that bullshit. Let the animosity be the animosity. We ain't gotta keep constantly nitpicking back and forth and let's just try to put the flames out to what the fire is on. You know what I'm saying? We just got to
Right.
do that, man. We can't keep egging the shit on. Say what you got to say, let it go, and we keep moving, man. If it's meant for us to come back together and get along, it'll happen. If not, we just
Right.
keep moving. That's it. That's
Right.
all.
I
I
agree
ain't always like,
100%.
listen, y'all, let me say something. I ain't always like Dr. Rogers' black ass.
Joe
Ask him.
didn't.
Ask him. I ain't always like we ain't always used to get along because we already thought it was some, some what that buffale bullshit. But
Buffale.
but she cool as hell now, you know what I'm saying? So hey, sometimes, man, a lot of people don't understand when you break yourself in certain things, man, or just find your own identity, man. You feel a whole lot better versus protecting somebody else's identity. You got to define yourself. Can't nobody else define who you are, what you are. Can't nobody make you. You already made in the image of God. You should know that already. Y'all should know this stuff already. That's why I say they can't take away nothing they didn't give me. They didn't give me my pride, my looks, my ego, none of that. None of that. Confidence, none of that.
Now that's true.
So that's why I don't care about the video. That shit don't bother me. I had to reflect sometimes on some things. Dr. Rogers, when I used to respond and when everybody attacked me, I had to attack back. Some things you don't even have to attack. You just got to let the enemy do what he do.
I
That's their
can
job.
tell.
Yeah, the enemy just got to do what they do. I keep telling people the devil got a job too, man. He got people work for him too. You just got to let him do what he do. It comes with the territory. You ain't got thick skin, get out the way. Move, get out the way. It comes with the territory. So I'm just going to keep pushing. I don't care what they say because I put the work in. And if you can't feel good by putting the work in, man, that's a whole lot to say about that one. Ain't nobody gonna stop make me feeling good. Like, man, we did this. We did this shit. That's why I keep trying to tell them we did that shit. Better feed off that shit and be like, look, fuck what they talking about, nigga. We finna do some more shit. Shit. Before you know it, they might be want to interview one of us. Shit. Be like, look, why you feel
Right.
this way? And then we get to tell our fucking stories of what we feel. They been see. I don't know why I get so long with it, but y'all have to understand. This may be a move to another move. Now they see, now they might want to do an interview with the people who support Robert Sylvester Kelly. Who knows? It may be one Papoose. It may be Dr. Roger. It may be me. It may be the Boski. It may be Daddy Lolo. It may be anybody. But whatever it is, this movement could probably possibly open the doors. And this is why people got to clear their vision and their thoughts of this negative shit and look at the bigger picture
Yes.
of what's just been accomplished, man. And now that they see me making noise, who's to say all the interviews they did about Robert Sylvester Kelly, they all was interviews against Robert Sylvester Kelly. So now if we got the ball in our court and people are seeing we get millions of views and all that, somebody might want to interview us and ask us why we support Robert Sylvester Kelly. And then it may just be that one interview we get where we get to point out all the bullshit surrounding this whole R. Kelly situation. Just saying, y'all got to think. Somebody might want to interview us one day. That's why we got to keep pushing, keep stepping. Maybe one day we might be on one of them talk shows and all that.
I'm sure it's coming. Y'all keep pushing. It's coming.
Cause see, when y'all when y'all don't understand, like when people on YouTube like get them million views and all that shit, most of these people get notary, and sometimes people contact them to be on shows and shit like that. When they get 1 million and more and 2 million, like, man, who did what? All you gotta do is look at the history of how many people. Remember that guy The gay dude, no shade to gay people, but you remember the gay dude when they said somebody went through their window and tried to snatch the kid, and the gay dude he got so famous off he said hide the kids, do some shit. I don't
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
remember that. Remember how he
yeah.
got
Hide the
famous?
kids, hide the wife.
Yeah, hide your kids, hide your wife. Nigga got 1 million views, and hey, before you know it, he got rich just off of YouTube. Hide your wife, hide your kids, all that
Mhm.
stuff, man. Because people, you never know who is watching, who may want to interview you, and we may get that day to where we get to speak up for Robert Sylvester Kelly, where people can shut down their negative thoughts and think a different way. We ain't trying to change nobody's minds, the way you feel. We just trying to get you to see something that you didn't see before. Everybody ain't on YouTube.
Right.
Everybody ain't on YouTube. So we get a chance to open up this door where people could see something different than Lifetime, than Gayle King or Oprah.
And that's one of the main reasons, Tyson. You know, I had spoke to you um, that I wanted some of that, those allegations and stuff to go away because y'all have people. Not, I'm saying y'all, but y'all have people's attention now
Yeah,
outside of YouTube.
yeah, I know. And that's why, just gotta do what we do. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's why I say everything don't need a response, man. I laugh at the stuff when people tell me, oh, they made a video. I say, oh well, hey, make me famous. That's all shit. I hope
Right.
somebody
More exposure.
bring some more bring some more subscribers. If you think the cartoon is funny, laugh. Or come over and subscribe to my channel. Shit. You show get different from what you've seen. That's all. If people make a perception of you and you are what they presume you to be or perceive you to be, then that's who you are. See, what
Right.
they make of me is not the persona of me. My whole image and character is totally different than what they put on the screen. So bring them people over so they can see how cool I am, so they can see how loving I am, they can see how handsome I am, and all the videos, they might like, girl, fuck that nigga. Fuck what you talking about, girl. I'm fucking with this nigga over here. He don't know me. Hey, good morning, DJ Tyson. Like, hey, I ain't never seen you before. So you
Hey,
done.
friend.
Yeah, hey, look, hey, what they don't understand with me, I be so smooth. When I know all the new people when they come in my chat, you know what I'm saying? I study my chat. I know all the new people. I like, yeah, that go a new person. Who's to say those people that's in my chat could have been on another side? You know what I'm saying? Who to say they
Mhm.
couldn't have came from Taylor or Bozo or Levi or Larry? Who to say they couldn't have come from them? I ain't never chatted before. You know what I'm saying? And then you got a lot of people that's coming out the bushes. And I hear a lot of people say, like that lady called in, she said, I want to, from UK, she said, I want to apologize to you, DJ Tyson. I was like, okay, it's all good. I don't hold water. She's like, yeah, because I had a perception of you this way, that way. But now that I see this, that, and the other, I don't have that perception of you. And that's fine. But I'm not here to prove nothing to nobody. I'm just here to be
Right.
myself. If they can't see with me just being myself, then they will never see. That's it. That's all.
True story.
All right. Now let me take me a shower, put some on this naked body because I'm swinging around the place.
Oh,
And
gee.
y'all have a good day. I'm about to go live in a little bit. And
All right.
I love you, Carolina Diamond. And we always got these phones we can pick up and call each other, whatever. Let's not
That's
let
right.
these motherfucking YouTube streets try to divide good people with good qualities. That's what it does. People don't want to pick up the phones. People egos get in the way. They don't want to call nobody and say, hey, woo, woo. Okay, well, it's like this and it's like that.
Do you know I pick up the phone?
Yeah. Phone up too. That's why I ain't really tripping, man. It's all good. But to each his own, hey, we know better, we do better, we grow better, we get better.
Yeah.
That's it, that's all. I'm out of here. I'll talk to you guys later.
All
Peace.
right. Appreciate you for coming on too.
Yep.
All right. All right, y'all. So shout out to Tyson for coming in and putting his perspective on things. Papoose, I see you in here. Let me do this real quick. Hold up, where is it at? Make sure you support the bloggers that come out and show their support. So shout out to one, Papoose. She's trying to make sure both of her channels are up and pretty much in the same place. So Check her out on One Papoose and check her out on One Star Pap. One Star Pap. You also have Deboski and Tyson. Um, my earbuds died. I don't even know what the Bogies are. Okay, I think it's Deboski Gun. Tyson is DJ Tyson, YTF. Can y'all hear me? I'm having to go back and forth between devices. Treat YouTube like a black-owned business. Support whether you like or not. Y'all support the China hair shop and don't like they. Okay, y'all can't hear me. I thought that this was, and I forgot about Trent. I am so sorry. Thank you, Dipped in Chocolate. Appreciate that. I forgot about Trent. Trent, I'm sorry. I forgot about Trent. Trent was in the chat, but he didn't come on. I wish he would have came on so that he could say his piece or whatever too. I had talked to Trent about the stuff that was going on when I first heard about it. Just because I like hearing what everybody has to say about what's going on. And I'm still saying Trent, Deboski, Tyson, T. Stevens, Block. If I'm missing one of the guys, y'all let me know. Am I missing any of the guys? I think all of you bring something special to the table. And when I tell you, I love my men, I love my brothers, I love my brothers. I love my brothers. And that's just what it is. So I'm just hoping that it'll stop. Because to be honest, when it comes to Trent, it hurt me when I heard the stuff being put out there about him. I'm not gonna lie. And then at the same time, then I go and I hear this other stuff, and I'm like, dang, now the Boski done got put out there with some stuff, and I'm like, nah, we can't have this floating out here. And then I'm like, no, we can't have this out here about K either. Like, we gotta cut this, like we gotta cut it all. We can't have this stuff like just floating around in the atmosphere. It has to stop. And that's why I did the video the other day. Excuse me, even to the other young lady that was involved, I don't want her to feel in any way, shape, or form that I am against her, because I don't know what the story is. I heard what Deboski said, so that gave some part of the story. I heard what Trent said, that gave another part of the story. I'm just hoping, okay, everybody got their piece, everybody got to say their say, that we can find some type of resolve to this and just leave that where it is, because just doing the type of stuff that I do, it's never a good thing to have any type of allegations of these sorts just sitting on your head. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to be floating around, period. So I'm hoping that something, that this live helps with something. I'm hoping that the video that T. Stevens put out that I saw this morning, that it touches somebody, and not just these guys, because it's bigger than these guys, because they can say whatever they want to say, but it still comes back to the subscribers and the viewers. You play a major part in this. You play a major part. And I've said it before, if you are tired and you don't want the division going on, then please don't contribute to it. Don't contribute to it. Don't add fuel and more wood and more paper and whatever to the fire. Like, promote peace. And it's not about having a kumbaya moment. It's just about promoting peace. The circle that's involved in this is very small. It's you know what I'm saying? So when you have division and all kind of stuff going on in that small circle, like, you really can't afford to have that. You know what I mean? You really cannot afford to have that in this small space. And that's just, that's the truth. Pep, I agree with you, ladies. Keep pressing on safety awareness. Absolutely. I don't know how everybody, does their stuff. And again, I'm not knocking anybody, but listen, you ain't coming to my room if I don't know you. And even if I know you, I mean, I got to know you. Like, you got to be invited. You got to be all the way. Like, you ain't just popping up. If just, and that's not just for women, that's for guys too. Be careful who you let in your room. Because right now, you don't know what's going to come out of that situation. So people, period, just be real cognizant about who you let up in your personal space. Shoot, even if they're not making allegations against you, you never know what a person's mentality is. And I'm just a firm believer when it comes to certain things, don't ever put yourself in a place where you are completely dependent upon another person. Though that's just something that's true to me. Don't ever put yourself in a place where you are completely dependent upon another person, whether it's staying in a hotel or even moving in with somebody. Just make sure where if someone changes their mind, if somebody decides they want to go in another direction, that you don't find yourself just being left out there or putting yourself in a place where somebody can say, I don't want you here, you can go. Like, just try not to put yourself in those types of situations, in the first place. Right, sincerely, me, Bree. Right. Woman, man, child. You ain't coming up in my room if I don't know you like that. Period. And I ain't staying with you if I don't know you like that. Negative. And that's what it is. If there's anybody else that has something that they want to say to contribute to the live stream, I'm gonna put the link up in here one more again. Oh, Tawana, thank you. Oh, wow. Girl, I can't model, child. But I thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm just saying, if you want to come and contribute something to this conversation, because I wanted to make sure that this was positive today. I wanted to see if I could try to mediate just a little bit to kind of bring things together. And actually, when I saw T. Stevens' video, that was like the final push that I needed. I'm like, maybe we can get something going, and it's not going to hit everybody the same. People are going to do whatever they choose to do, based on how they're feeling. So I can't get upset with somebody if they decide, look, I ain't with all that. I got to go and do whatever. But I just felt that it was important to give the people that were willing an opportunity to try to come in and, just state their case about whatever's going on and see if we could find some kind of resolve to it all. Babs say, you know what it is. You know what you coming here for. If your nervous habit makes you drag others in your mess to take the heat off yourself, there's some growth needed. Okay, commonly brought up to take the heat off of her being confronted. Right, your space is your space. Yeah. Yeah, y'all, this internet today, it just was not trying to let me be great, but it still did not stop. It did not stop the message from being put out there. I just wanted to see if there was something that could be done to try to get people out here talking, and really remembering when something good happens. And told y'all that when something good happens, there's always going to be something negative that comes in, and you don't know what direction it's going to come from. But there's always going to be something negative to come in to try to. I hate hearing distraction because that's the word of the year. But there's always something that's going to come in to try to get your attention off of what is really going on and try to shape, a different story, trying to shift everybody in a different direction. So if we remember that anything good that happens is going to be met with opposition, it's going to be met with something that is negative. And sometimes the people that are involved, they don't even realize that they are being used for that. That's what I want people to see. This is bigger than, oh, this person said this person said that. This is the way things work. When something good happens, when something positive happens, then you might as well, it's not if something else is going to happen, it's when. Just wait for it because it's coming. And that we can't allow. Ooh, my. We can't allow negativity to take over and win this. I'm breaking. Hold on. I can't see. All right, y'all. I'm about tired of this thing buffering, so I'm just saying. Got me looking at the screen like I'm just all the way, just can't see it all. Um, but I just wanted to say really quick, shout out to T. Stevens for his response. Again, I thought that was a grown-up response. It was a respectful response. You know what I mean? So that was just it was good. It was good. That's all. It was good. Very respectful, and I feel like it was on time, and it shows people how you can go, and even if you respond, there's a certain way that you can respond back that makes it hard for people to even come back and argue with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might not like the fact that somebody's doing this, but that response can make it difficult for people to try to come back at you crazy, because it's hard for you to argue with sense, like common sense. It's hard for you to argue with that. So shout out to him for that. Shout out to the Boski for coming on, and a special shout out because whoever that was in the chat that was trying to drum up some stuff, and shout out to the person that sent me the information too, that also that did that background work so that we know, you know what I'm talking about. So shout out to you two for doing that, so we would know for sure whether who that person was in the chat. So thank you. And then shout out to Tyson for coming on. I see either individuals. Everybody is their own individual entity. So everybody does what they do. Of course, we can't tell anybody what to do with their channel, what to say, like whatever, and you shouldn't want to. This is just an attempt to like really get people to look at what's going on, and hopefully it'll touch something. hopefully it'll touch something on the inside for them to see, you know what, we got to fall back, we got to regroup and try to do things, just a little bit, try to modify just a little bit, to get things back on track and recognize, that darkness that tries to come in, recognize that for what it is. So shout out to all of them for that. Shout out to Miss Lisa. Shout out to Sincerely Bree. Shout out to Trial and Error for coming on to the live stream and joining me on the live stream today and voicing their opinions about what was going on. Shout out to Trent for coming to the chat. You should have bought your butt up on this live stream. I get with you about that a little later. Make sure I got these last comments. Okay. Thank you guys. Shout out to the Carolina Dime. Shout out to you all and the moderators for helping to hold this stuff down in here so that we can keep this thing grown. Or like Ms. Denise said, grown and sexy. So we can keep this grown and sexy and let people actually say what they have to say and move on. So I appreciate you, and I appreciate the viewers, the subscribers for helping to keep this conversation as a healthy conversation, because these conversations are needed. A lot of people don't want them to take place, but these conversations are needed so that people can have some type of understanding about what's going on. Because even some of the stuff that people said, like transpired, is stuff that I didn't know because I'm not familiar with all of the stories, but it helps you put stuff in a better context. And so I just think that this type of stuff is necessary. If you got somebody's phone number, their email address, whatever, text them. You know what I'm saying? Have that conversation first before it comes here. Have that conversation first. If it's something that's going to make somebody look bad or could possibly, mess with someone's livelihood, let's try to have these conversations over here first before we bring them over here. Because we know any opportunity that negative people get to turn something into something even bigger, they're going to take advantage of that opportunity. You can't give them that ammunition. You cannot give them that ammunition. I cannot express it enough. If you feel your safety is being jeopardized by anybody, call the front desk. Peace, harmony. Yes. And that's just keeping it real. If somebody has you feeling uncomfortable, even if it's not, and you don't feel uncomfortable, you just changed your mind, like you're not interested, go ahead and let somebody know. And that's just real talk. Let somebody know. Got to get ready for ladies' night live tonight. Papoose, I'm hoping it's getting you back in your papoose spirit. I saw you with the little eagles or bats or whatever, hawks swarming down at your little head last night. So hopefully this gets you back in your mood to like get this thing going. We got your back. Know that. We got your back. Always. And it's all about supporting each other, y'all. We can do this. I promise y'all we can do it. We can do this. I don't care what nobody say. We can do this. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. Y'all don't want to get me started. But yeah, shout out to all of y'all for this today. And hopefully we can have some more conversations going and keep the conversations going so that we can keep this thing on an even keel and don't have to worry about, from day to day. I just don't like people feeling like they have to take a side on something. You know what I'm saying? I see it sincerely, Bree. I don't like people feeling like they have to take a side, because at the end of the day, everyone brings something special to them, and we don't need to take away from anyone's gift that they bring to the table. So if we can find a way to coexist, then let's just try to do that, y'all. Let's just try to do that, and let's just try to be a part of the solution and not the problem. That's all I'm saying. So I appreciate you all. You have a good one. Oh, Dom K, he came in, but we couldn't get him up on the chat. So shout out to Dom K too, for coming in. So this thing say, I'm gonna make you go off. You can go off now, or I can make you go off. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. If you felt what was going on today, if you like what took place today, please like the video. I don't know what the name. I gotta go through the list. I think he said that, and Sharon said that. I gotta find. Let me write that down right now. Sharon and Don. Thank you for that, Bree, because I surely forgot. All right, y'all. Okay. So I'm enjoying my Saturday, and I'll be looking forward to my notifications on my phone for the lives that are going on, so I can go and drop in and be nosy while I mind my business. And and that's what we're gonna do from here. I don't know about y'all, but y'all have a good Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Find something good to do. Go outside, get some of this vitamin D in your system. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.